Indeed, I am muted. That sucks. I was wondering why everybody was so quiet. I was actually sitting there capping on myself. I was like, yeah, I'm actually turn 3, not turn 2. I'm so slow, the opponent probably takes 3 turns before I ever move. I might be turn 6, man. I might be turn 8. I'm not sure. I'm definitely not turn 1. But yeah, I had the microphone muted. So, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? Yeah, it's my bad, Mario. I was actually doing some recording for work this afternoon, so I had the microphone muted, and I just forgot to unmute. And actually, it looks like the music's not piping in either. Let's see. That should fix it. So now you guys should have music, and you should have audio. You got everything you need. What's up, Frank? How you doing, man? Lightning Dragon, how's it going? Eternal, what up, bro? Welcome back to the game, Eternal. What else did you summon besides the best step, by the way? What's up, Jack? How's it going, man? Bro, Vlad, the dragon skins are so badass. I can't stop using my dragons now. I'm like forcing them into every team just because I like the skins so much. Might be RNG, bro. It also might just be like numbness. Like, because you play the same comp, or the same core comp, right, and you've been playing it for a couple of seasons, you might just kind of, like, you get to a point where it's like you stop thinking and you just draft. I know that happens to me. I honestly think, like, alright, I pulled Julien. He's at least SS tier. That's a huge difference. I'm also trying really hard to focus and like not tilt and all of that. So there's a lot of reasons I'm doing better this season. But one of the biggest sorry guys. One of the biggest reasons is because I changed my comp, and so I don't do that numb clicking anymore. Like for the last couple of seasons it was just kind of like, yeah, click click click, that's that one, that's that one. Like, you know, it's because you're drafting the same stuff over and over and it gets mind numbing. So I got new monsters this season that I'm using, and I spent time learning the monsters, and the combination of like learning them and using new ones, it seems to have focused me better. Lightning, I'm not sure. I mean, it seems like my internet's good right now. YouTube says I've got good internet, so I don't know if anybody else is having trouble. What up, Tariq? How you doing, man? What kind of help do you need? How strong is my Ice Queen? She's actually, I'm still in the process of skilling her up now. So these are her runes. She's actually not properly speed tuned also, and she's missing a couple of skill ups, although this should just be cool time now. I think I've got all the damage. Maybe on the skill 2. I don't know if the skill 2 needs a little bit more, but yeah, so she's actually not in the greatest rune set, and she's not completely tuned. I need to re-rune her because I just started using her. Yeah, and I mean, if you've got, one thing you might try, Capo, and I kind of remember your box and I kind of don't, but I remember you've got like a bunch of really good LDs. You might try getting away from the Ciara. I've seen a lot of people with Gianna who have stopped running her with Ciara, especially because you have the Van Cleef, and Van Cleef can detonate the bombs just the same. Should I do crit rate over accuracy or HP over crit? Fastest slot 5. Fastest slot 5. Ooh, bro. Yeah, that's a rough one, man. Because if you put the CR over the accuracy. So Tariq, I'm actually going to say neither of those. I would put HP over accuracy and keep the crit damage so it can go on an HP type bruiser. Because then you're just missing the defense. But I feel like if you put the crit rate on it, it can't really go on anybody because it's just too squishy. And I feel like the crit damage actually synergizes. This is the type of rune that you're going to use with like a slot 4 crit rate or something. So I think HP over accuracy, you get to preserve the efficiency. And it still will work really well with like a Vigor or Ritesh, you know, those types of monsters. So yeah, HP over accuracy for sure. How did I not kill the Leica? How did I kill a Molly and I did not kill the Leica? That's crazy. What up, Chad? How you doing, bro? So guys, first of all, sorry for getting a late start on the stream today. It's been a really long week at work. Vlad, he's on a medium damage build. We'll take a quick look. I don't actually remember his exact... Oh, I didn't kill anything. That's not good. Alright, well I killed everything now, so that's good. Let's see here. What's the Zyros? He's on crit damage, but his crit rate's low. I think I stole a rune from him at some point. So he's probably just missing some crits. Can we put crit rate anywhere? Not there. Yeah, actually that slot 5 looks very replaceable, actually. It's probably a speed tuning thing though. I gotta make sure, it's gotta be like around the same speed because I don't remember all the comps he's in. But yeah, let's see if we could boost that slot 5 a little bit. So Pungbeck sure doesn't need this. That would be a little better. What about the Katarina? Katarina doesn't need this, but then we lose crit rate. I could gem the defense out for crit rate. Can I get 9 crit rate there? Is it even worth it? No, I can only get 7 there. Although that rune should actually... Yeah, it's a rage rune. We don't need defense there. That should have crit rate either way. About this. That does not need to go on him. Ooh, can we make that faster? No, of course we can't. It needs a better attack, right? Okay. Yeah, so it's basically just the Pungbeck rune. I don't know if the extra 3 speed messes me up or not, though. So Tariq, the blue is the moderator. The membership is actually the icon next to your name. So moderator kind of takes precedent over membership, but you still see the icon next to your name that shows you're a member. What up, Darkrin? Long time no see, man. And what up, Mr. Uwam? How you doing, bro? Yeah, Capo, Oliver is just beyond busted, like so far beyond busted. Okay, this is actually a downgrade, so yeah, he's probably in about the best runes he can be right now. Well, that's not true. He could definitely be in better, but I can't just make a single rune swap. That's more accurate to what I wanted to say. Let's see if we should be able to do this. What up, Taylor? How's it going? Alright guys, so today is going to be Community RTA. We got a few different things going on. What up, Duke? Long time no see, man. How you doing? So yeah, as I was saying, we got a few different things going on. First and foremost, what we've got going on today is we're going to be doing RTA against viewers. I'm also going to be taking replays today. So I haven't been taking them on as many streams lately, you guys know. So today we're definitely going to take some replays if you've got some you want to show off, and then we're going to be doing some RTA against viewers. So as Vlad said, you can take down the Poser G3. What's up, Joan? How you doing? Glad you were able to make it at the start. Duke, which LD5 did you get? Not cursed if you have a 31. I think I missed something there, Tardis. Plus 15 slot 6. Man, you could have gotten an event rune faster than that. What's up, Jukester? Glad you were able to make it. Let's see. Oh. 1 second. Bot wasn't finished. Bot didn't finish loading. What up, Brandizzle? How you doing, man? Yeah, I like the Alicia as a counter to the Abelios. That'd actually be Brandizzle, Duke. That's funny. He's literally like 3 messages above you. Did you pull the Ongi also? Because that would just be really funny. Oh, you pulled Dooman. I don't know who Dooman is. Who is Dooman? Is that one of the new ones? Dude, that was, man, I love that Alicia animation too. What's up, Kelly? How are you doing? How's everything going? I hope it's going better for you. Oh, the Dark Onimuji. Okay, yeah, definitely one of the newer ones. Tariq, you can go ahead and drop the replay one more time. Kelly, nah, I'm never getting Oliver at this point. I summoned so much, it's unreal. Worst, most expensive month I ever had on Summoner's War. Most summons I've ever done by about double. It was brutal, man. I tilted. But making it up to G3, hopefully that's going to keep me from summoning again for a long time. Even though we all know I'm not going to finish G3, right? I mean, it's nice while it lasts. I've hung there for a few days. I'm not going to finish G3. I might not even finish G2. But it's been really cool just to make it there, and so I think that should hopefully ease some of that, like, desperation. Okay, we don't need to, I just needed to use those wings. I was actually just looking for something to do while we were chatting. Let's get something going here, though. Let's see if we can do 10 giant runs without a fail, because I still haven't actually built this team properly yet. I probably need to build a different team. But yeah, let's try 10 giant runs without a fail. Oh, that's awesome, Wojo. I appreciate it, man. Tell Lexi I said thanks also. What's up, Calvin? Dude, 6 dupes isn't terrible, Vlad. That's 18 LD scrolls. Last chemo, bro. Huge congrats. That's awesome, man. That's awesome that you made it through the first round. Dupe Martina and Dupe Fang are both usable. A Dupe Martina and a Dupe Fang is better than most new monsters that you could have gotten. Alright, so Tariq, we're on 8895 if you want to drop your replay. Did you... Oh, here we go. Okay. 4 replays. Are you gonna redeem all 4, bro? So I see... Oh, man. Okay. 1, 2, 3... Damn. Tariq dropping the points, man. Alright. Tariq's spending for this spotlight. Tariq's spending for this spotlight, so we're going to give Tariq some value for his points right here. Alright, we got 4 replays coming up. Alright, replay number 1. Tariq rocking the C3. Eternal, I mean, honestly, bro, I don't remember, like, I kind of remember approximately where you were at for RTA. I remember, like, your RTA speeds and your RTA box, but I really don't know, like, the actual siege box, so I don't know if I could tell you which one, but I can tell you Kings is, like, high G1, going back and forth between high G1, G2, Jokers would be, like, low to mid G1, so that gives you an idea. Alright, here we go, guys. Replay number 1 for Tariq. By the way, just a reminder, guys, if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to smash the like button. Obviously, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. But particularly that like button is going to make sure that we get a bigger stream, we get more interaction today, make it a fun stream, since this is a very interactive stream. Alright, replay number 1 for Tariq in C3 RTA, fighting about 50 points over him. Tariq's gonna first pick that Chung Pung, Dirty Chung Pung, gonna be countered by the even dirtier Oliver along with the Gianna. Tariq bringing out the Riley and the Annabelle. So the Riley I kind of get as the Oliver counter. The Annabelle's a little bit tougher because Oliver can just lock her down. Opponent coming back with the Ciara, so we're actually looking at the Ciara-Gianna combo. I was just saying actually that, you know, you don't always see Ciara with Gianna, but you do still sometimes see her. So we got Ciara-Gianna, Oliver, and then he also rocks out the Oki right here. Kind of YOLO, because we don't have that much AoE strip yet. going into the Annabelle and the Riley together. Normally you would have seen more of a stripper in the spawn of the Oki right here. Tariq coming back with the Spectra along with the Water Ryu or more. So the opponent comes out with the Savannah. So at this point, if the opponent has no will runes, he's gotta ban the Spectra. I mean, you'd actually, if you don't have will runes, you gotta ban the Spectra. I don't care that you've got a 33 speed lead. Spectra has a 126 base speed. So yeah, you would have to ban the Spectra. But Tariq wouldn't be sharing this replay if he did ban the Spectra, so I'm gonna guess that he bans the Water Ryu and lets the Spectra through. On Tariq's side, I feel like you probably need to ban the Ciara and then just try and cleanse the Gianna bombs, or you ban the Oliver. But I'd be leaning towards either a Ciara or Oliver ban. So we do get the Oliver ban and we get the Riley ban. Interesting. So Spectra taking turn 1 gets 2 pushbacks. Savannah getting resisted by everything. The pushback's really messing up the turn order. The Ciara misses the bomb on the Annabelle. Ryu also messing up turn order. Chung now actually getting a turn reset and everything. Annabelle dropping defense breaks and slows all over the place. Spectra damage not quite enough to dismount the Savannah, but the Chung does get the defense break. Not the glancing, but gets the defense break. Annabelle gets a nice big heal, and the Spectra finishes off the Ciara. That Savannah was reset, so can only go skill 1. Spectra's already cycled back. The Savannah's now dismounted, and the Gianna's going home. Nice draft, sir. Very nice draft. Kelly, yes, I do have an Arya. I feel like she was HOH, actually. Yeah, we got one. One fight through. Yeah, this team, sometimes it'll do a run of 10, sometimes it won't even do a run of 1. Alright, let's do something different here. How about Dragon Lair? And we'll go to the second replay that Tariq is sending. No Spectra in this one, but Tariq flexing the Oliver. That's so dirty. He takes the Chung, which was the most broken monster for the last 3 seasons, and pairs it with the Oliver, which is the most broken monster in the history of Summoner's War. That's a nice comp right there. So, Tariq opening up with the Chung, Zeet coming back with Ciara Oki, Tariq coming back with the Juno, nice counter to the Oki, and then the Shizuka, which is kind of an interesting pick here because we got the Ciara bombs that we can kick back, plus the Oki stuns. Opponent coming out with the Chiwu and the Gani, making this a relatively kind of, I always consider this kind of like a closed circle, like the Gani Oki or Gani Ciara, so the Gani can kind of pair with either of those really well, plus obviously the CC from the pushbacks and the stuns. Tariq coming out with the full speed contest now, dropping the Water Ryu and the Oliver. Opponent Zeet coming out with the Vertihile. So, at this point, I am thinking that Tariq is probably going to ban the Vertihile. Just trusting that he's going to win the speed contest with the double speed leads. And then push through. It depends on if the Ryu is on Swift, though. If the Ryu is not on Swift, then the ban is actually probably the Ganymede? Maybe the Ganymede. If the Ryu is on Swift, then the ban is the Vertihile. On the opponent's side, I feel like you just have to ban the Oliver. You're in a speed contest, you gotta ban the 33 speed lead. There's not a whole lot of other choice. Alright, so it is the Water Ryu and it is the Oliver that are getting... Oh no, Water Ryu and Oliver are on the same team. So it is the Water Ryu and it is the Vertihile. It is the Water Ryu and it was the Vertihile that got banned. What up, Sea Slug? Thank you very much for the grats. Oh no, it was Chiwu. Okay, it was Water Ryu and Chiwu that got banned. So, Oki taking first turn, getting resisted on the Shizuka. The Gani then goes ahead and resets the Shizuka. Sierra bombs the Shizuka. The Chung now, oh, it's a Despair Chung, practically an AoE stun. The only monster left alive has no hope because Oliver is on the field. At least I caught him that time. Gani does ventilate the Oki, however, though. The Oki able to put out a bunch of stuns. The Juno stun, though, not really helpful. Juno's going to do a little bit of heal, actually. Oki, I did not see if he landed the reset on the Oliver, but he went for it at least. Chung now is sitting there with glancing on him, so he's going to get just one, but he does get the kill on the Oki. One defense break plus the kill on the Oki. The Juno now turn cycling into that Ganymede. The Oliver is actually going to get the kill on the Ganymede. Oliver, it might actually die right here. Never seen an Oliver die in RTA before. I thought that guy was immortal. But Ciara drops 2 bombs. It's going to kill the Chung. It kills the Oliver. And Juno's going to go for the solo. Gets the dirty stun on the Ciara. Could Juno actually solo from here? No, Juno can't solo from here. There's no way. Oh, does she stun the Verd? She stuns the Verd! Oh, nice play, dude. Oh, man. Somebody just busted their phone. Bro, you owe Zeet $400. You owe Zeet $400 because he's going to need a new screen on his phone after that. It was a nice play on your part. Really nice play on your part. You chose the right time to actually skill 2 with the Juno. But notwithstanding, man, you need to PayPal Zeet right now. That poor dude just busted. Might have busted every phone he's ever owned. You might actually have to go buy him Samsung. You might owe him the whole company. I don't know. That was... Oh, Zeet, bro, I feel bad for you, man. I'm sorry. Like, I feel a little nauseous actually seeing that. Hurt so much, man. That hurts so much. Alright, Vlad, replay is 5,000 points. Alright, replay number 3 from Tariq, opening up again with the Chung. This time seeing a much more aggressive Vertihile coming straight back out. So we got the Verd and the Carnal coming out against the Chung. Tariq bringing the Annabelle, playing the Annabelle a lot, which she does fit really well. So nice use of the Annabelle right here. But Tariq coming back with the Annabelle and the Water Ryu. Don Lee is going to bring the Riley Lima. So Lima really strong, and people are starting to realize that. She's getting more play in RTA now. So Don Lee dropping the Riley Lima. Tariq coming back with the Juno, which is obviously a great counter to the Lima. And you just proved it's a great counter to everything because Juno just solos the world. And then the Magnum. Now this is an interesting pick of the Magnum right here. So I'm wondering what your Magnum build is. I feel like maybe the Magnum build is actually tanky. He'd have to be tanky to survive right here. But then if he is tanky, I don't know where he's actually going to do much damage. You're probably going to go for the Vertihile snipe. You're trying to use Magnum to stack off the Juno and the Lima. So that means that you're going to ban the Carnal and just hope you don't get a glance with the Molly. That would be my guess. Because there's actually not, if you ban the Carnal, there's actually not a ton of damage on the opponent's side too. So yeah, you've got to ban the Carnal. On his side, he's obviously not going to ban the Magnum, which makes that kind of a nice pick. If this works the way I think it's going to work, that actually makes it a nice pick. So I am thinking we're going to see a Juno ban. Juno would be the logical one because Juno's the most reliable of the Lima counters right here. What up, Kyle? How you doing, man? So it winds up being an Annabelle ban. But we do see the Carnal on the other side. Lima landing both slows that matter. Somehow does not debuff the Juno, the one you actually want the debuff on. However, Tariq does get the cut. Chung gets the resets on everything. The Verd is actually stunned, and then the Magnum just dropping the Verd. Don Lee no longer has enough damage to actually kill this Magnum anytime soon, it looks like. Chung getting 2 defense breaks right now. The Rileys just stack the Magnum. Magnum's getting a turn. Lima's at 1 HP. That was such a bad play to stack the Magnum right there with defense breaks up. Tariq dropping the Lima and Don Lee dropping out of the match. Alright, last fight for Tariq. Nice draft though there. Seriously, nice use of the Magnum. Really nice use of the Magnum right there. Alright, last match for Tariq. We have got the Chung Peng Open against a Wunsa Tianlang counter. That's like way too early to draft the Tianlang. If you draft Tianlang, you want to get the opponent, you bring Wunsa out so that the opponent drafts Vertihile, and then you bring the Tianlang. But, anyway, so we see the Chung Peng Open. Opponent blows the Tianlang way too soon, along with the Wunsa. Tariq countering with Thrain Spectra. Thrain's a really interesting pick here, especially because Thrain turn cycles and actually stacks the Tian. That is Tianlang, right? That's not Mo Long, because the Thrain turn cycling actually stacks the Tianlang passive. But we come back with the Thrain and the Spectra. Opponent is going to come back with Samoth and Poseidon. Tariq, you've got Leo, right? You've got Leo, I'm pretty sure. But instead of going with the Leo, Tariq goes with the Savannah and the Water Ryu right here. So, Water Ryu obviously going to give some cuts. Savannah's going to run all over the opponent. But this is an interesting draft. So the opponent comes out last pick Douglas, and he's kind of bluffing at the Thrain, but he'd be crazy to ban the Thrain. So since you know Thrain's coming through, you'd be crazy to ban the Douglas. In which case, I feel like the Tian Lang's not really that big of a threat because the Ryu and the Thrain both trigger him. But he's not nearly as much of a threat as the Poseidon. You've just got to ban the Poseidon. It's that, or you could ban the Wunsa and hope the Tian Lang doesn't get strips, but I would go Poseidon. So I see a Poseidon ban over here, and then on this side, I mean, feels like he's going to outspeed you. You're showing the replay, so we know the Spectre is not getting banned. Probably wouldn't be the right ban. Anyway, he's not going to ban the Savannah because of the Douglas. He's not going to ban the Chung because of the Douglas. So he's got to ban the Water Ryu. It's got to be a Water Ryu ban. So we should be seeing Water Ryu Poseidon would be my guess at the bans right here. But it is actually Chung Poseidon. It is Chung Poseidon. Alright, so Spectra opening gets only one pushback, but he does get the attack break on the Tian Lang. Wunsa does get some strips, but still gets cut because of the Ryu passive. The Thrain going to work now. Gets the stun on the Douglas. Gets the stuns on everything. Somehow the Spectra did not glance the Douglas. That was interesting. Savannah does not glance the Douglas. Spectra does glance, but the Douglas did not cleanse the right debuff. And then Douglas goes down. Thrain is just going to take over from right here. Spectra doing a little bit of a pushback. The Samoth is really this guy's last hope right here. Samoth does take one turn. Takes a second turn, gets the stuns, but that's a dead Samoth, and the Tian Lang not able to finish the deal. Oh, Savannah missed the crit! Savannah missed the crit, but the Ryu does drop the Tian Lang. There you go, guys. Tariq flexing some really unique picks in RTA, bro. Liked most of those replays. There was some really unique uses of the Thrain in there, of the Spectra in there. Even the Annabelle pretty well used on the pivots out of the Swift teams. However, my heart still goes out to Zeet, bro. That was like one of the most disgusting losses I've ever seen. All of us here on stream right now, we feel your pain, bro. We feel your pain. But overall, really nice drafts, man. Really nice drafts. What's up, John? How you doing, bro? Hey, we get some summons. Nice. Alright, can we get a Nat 5 that we can convert into 3 LDs that we can convert into an LD5? Because that seems realistic, right? With 11 Mystical Scrolls, that should turn into an LD5. That's kind of how these things work, I think, right? Okay, that was not a Nat 5. By the way, Kelly, familiar with Arya's kit, but I'm not sure exactly where that would fit into my team. Because I don't play enough strip. Nice, Wojo. Nice. Glad I could be inspirational, man. Seriously. Yeah, and that was an entire season's worth of despair saved up in one. Okay, so let me show you guys my last replay. So I've been in G3 for 3 days, but part of the reason I've been in G3 for 3 days is because I'm an absolute chicken and I'm not doing any wings. I don't even have a complete set. I've only done 11 wings in G3. The first day I did, I think 4. I stopped at 1932, was like ranked 1900. Oh no, I did 5. I stopped here. I stopped at 1934. I was ranked 199. And then obviously the line moves every day. So the next day I did 3 so that I could move back to rank 175. And then the next day I did 2 so I could move back to rank 175. And today I did 1. Now I can't play once every 6 days because the line moves. I have to go +1 win a day. As long as I go plus 1 win a day, I will I'll hold. So this was my match for today. This was actually, I thought this was a really fun match. So I opened up with the Woo, so pretty standard stuff. If you guys saw my RTA analysis video, this is all really standard on my draft side. The last two picks were kind of fun. So when he came out with the Tessa and the Abelio, there's a lot of ways I could go here because he doesn't have much in the way of reliable immunity. I could have pushed with like Erika and then just ban the 5. Now the Vivishell does have she has the Triana S2, right? So she does have single target cleanse, but Erika still could have been really powerful here. However, if I go with Erika and then if I go with the Rika and then I ban the... Sorry, and then he bans the Nana, then I could be in a lot of trouble if the Vivishell speed tuning is wrong for my Rika and the Rika gets sniped because I can't bring her back. So I decided not to go with the Rika. That meant I wanted the Bub. So then the question is, if I've got the Bub, do I want the Riley here? Because that would be my normal comp, would be to take the Julienne Bub and then the Riley on the 5 right here so that I have an attack buff with a high damage dealer in the double revive comp. But because of this Vivishell, I wasn't sure that the Riley was the right pick. So I wound up going with the Fang because I thought Fang had some solo potential in a long fight. But the Fang also created a game of chicken. At that point, I'm committing to banning the Tessa unless he comes out with some crazy LD on the final pick. I don't have to ban the Tessa. That's the thing. I don't have to ban the Tessa. But I want to ban the Tessa because if he bans the Wusa, I could be in trouble with this, keeping my Julienne on the field. Now, if he bans the Wusa, I've got double revives. I figure I can bring the Julienne back, but I might have trouble keeping the Julienne on the field. I could just have to bring it back. So he wound up going with the Tyrannus. That made it easy for me. I felt like I could ban the Tessa. But at this point, I was still kind of worried that he would ban the Wusa. And he wound up not banning the Wusa. And I was like, so as I was waiting for him to ban, I was like, man, I'm so hoping he doesn't ban Wusa. That tells me that I probably don't have a good enough comp, because if I'm hoping he doesn't ban one specific monster, then I'm not confident in one version of my comp. He ultimately banned the Julienne, though. This I thought played really well for me, but he was able to get into my Nana really fast. So you'll see the Vivishell gets into the Nana. Now I did have the Wusa shield, but he does just barely. That Xingzhe Revenge right there was probably the difference. Just barely gets the Nana down, right? So we're going to bring the heal back up. I did get fortunate here that the Nana, I think the Nana resists 1 or 2 defense breaks. While I'm just, at this point, I'm literally just waiting for damage to scale, and I'm waiting for that gap in his immunity. So, when he does the Tyrannus here, I hit the Tyrannus just to reduce Tyrannus' damage. That's the only reason I put the Fang into the Tyrannus. He does get the defense break there. Nana's staying alive just barely. Xingzhe, I think, is going to get a clutch proc here pretty soon. The Tyrannus, even defense broken, still manages to get the kill. So here now, I'm still just kind of, I went into the Tyrannus now because I'm trying to get the Tyrannus low enough to set up the Beelzebub. One thing I do want to point out, my Wusa never sleeps. Like, my Wusa never sleeps. I never get those random, where did those come from sleeps. Like, this entire match, there's not even a resistance. Wusa just doesn't sleep. He does proc, though, so that's okay. But here, I'm really just killing time until we get that damage scaling so I can set up the kill on the Tyrannus and revive the Nana with the Beelzebub. So, and that does come about here, I think. We get the setup with the Wusa and the Fang. I've got my immunity, the monkey can't interrupt me. We get the revive right here on the Nana. Now, he takes the Nana out one more time. We'll speed this up because he's just going to target the Nana. He does actually, that was a big decision for him right there. He had to decide between going S2 or S3 with the Tyrannus. He decided to put the Soul Protect up, and then he procced. Had he gone S2 into S3, this might be a different match, but he decided not to gamble on the proc, which is probably the right play. As a result, he loses the Tyrannus without ever getting the defense buff up. Xingzhe is kind of getting some big procs here. The Vivishell gets asleep. But overall, at this point, I'm pretty well set because Fang could actually solo out. I don't even need to be 4 on 3. I think the Fang could almost solo out. The Vivishell is still dangerous. Vivishell is still dangerous in a 1v3 situation, but obviously not here 1v4. Get a little sustain from there, and then it's pretty much over at this point. I think the Fang's now actually going to proc, wipe out the monkey, and then that's GG. So that was my 1G3 match for the day. Guys, I am going to do something really stupid. Really stupid. I should not do this. I should not do this. I could wreck my entire season here, but I'm going to do an RTA match on stream. I'm going to do one and only one. That's it. That is it. One match. One match only. Not going to let myself tilt. If I lose, I lose. But I got to do one G3 match on stream, right? I got to do one. Alright, I'm going to ignore chat. I'm actually minimizing chat, guys. I am minimizing chat. I am going to pay attention to what I'm doing here. So I will talk through it, but I can't even see you as you're chatting to me. We would really like to not blow our season over this, but I do got to do one on stream, man. I just got to do one. Alright, so first pick, Wusa, definitely not meta. It's confused my opponent a lot, he's thinking. Okay, no, he's probably actually on a website looking up what my normal picks are. Alright, Nana Carnell. This is not good for me because it means I can't draft Beelzebub. Beelzebub into Nana is a losing formula. We are going to respond with the Riley Julienne. I kind of expect to see a Bulwark here. Alright, now I gotta think. I really want to ban the Nana. If I really want to ban the Nana, could I chow this? This feels like the stupid mistakes I make on stream. Okay. Saurian is the right pick. Chow is not the right pick. And I timed out. That's why we don't play on stream. I can't think while I'm on stream, man. I can't think while I'm on stream. So now Nana's a force ban, because I didn't really know what else to pick. Nana's not a force ban, Sekman is. That was nicely played on his part. Alright, we'll bring chat back up now. Yeah, that's it. That might be my last swing on stream. That might be my last swing on stream for the season. I just drafted bad. Now, I can't take Fire Ryu into the Yogun comp there, man. He's got the attack buff. It was a bad draft on my part, though. That was just like, my brain just didn't think fast. It just doesn't think fast enough on stream. So it's a violent Yogun. That's good to know. Yeah, I knew he was gonna farm straight into that Beelzebub. Dude, that's some big damage on the Carnell, too. Bub could proc here. That would change the whole match. Nah, he goes S3, so the Bub's gonna die. Does Riley live? Riley's alive for the moment, but... is she gonna die right here? So he's gonna have 3 stacks already? Now, the one thing in my favor is I do get the Julienne back here. And how do you stun the freaking Riley, bro? Did Savannah ever go with her S3? She did. So we need to stun the Yogun. Now we'll do this. Dude, what is up with these procs also, man? I mean, he outdrafted me. He was supposed to win, but he wasn't supposed to have infinite procs in the process. Like, give me a chance at least. His whole team just, let's go 2 times every time. Alright, can I get a proc? I actually can. It's a meaningless proc, but at least I got a proc. Okay. I mean, I lost this a long time ago. I have no chance. I don't know why I'm still playing. Riley never getting a turn. Yeah, it was over. It was over a long time ago. All right. I lost it on the draft. The procs did not help. We're going to stop right there. I'll get those points back off stream when I can focus. Let's see. That's a hell of a rune right there. Okay, X, you can just use the ! replay command. You got 3,400 left now. Alright, so after Axe's replay, we are going to open up the RTA room. I don't know. I guess I actually want this to hit HP at this point. Or it's guard rune. I want this to hit defense, and I'll just regem the speed. Yeah, I think I'd rather regem the speed than regem the attack. So I might have a legend speed gem. I don't exactly use a lot of guard anything. But just from an efficiency perspective, that's a really efficient rune. I don't know where I'll ever use it, but... I've only used Shihu a handful of times this season. I haven't really found the right spots to use him. But when I have used him, he's been effective. Alright, come on, any day now. Any day now. Come on. There we go. Hey, yeah, mineral defense, nice. Okay, we do have a legend. I thought I had a legend. Oh, wow. No, I think I sold them all. I think I actually just sold all my, pretty sure I sold all my guard grinds earlier today. Not bad though. Nice rune. Alright guys, so we have a replay from Axe right here. A little bit of Shihu action. Let's see. We have got Axe in G1, but right on the verge of G2. Axe has been in and out of G2 all season. Axe, by the way, has Ragdoll, but gets it stolen here. So Axe has Ragdoll, Tian Lang, and Light Monkey, by the way. Not that that's busted or anything. Opponent opens up with the Nana. Axe coming back with the Chung Light Monkey. Pretty standard counter. Standard counter and Guardian to the Nana open. Opponent coming back with the Tian Lang and the Yun Hung. So this is just toxic all the freaking way around, man. Toxic all the way around. Wait, that's Mo Long. That's Mo Long, not Tian Lang, because Axe has the Tian Lang. Sorry. Opponent comes back with the Mo Long and the Yun Hung. Still toxic, but... Axe now coming out with the Tian Lang, which feels like this might be a little bit early to me. I mean, I know he counters Yun Hung, but it does feel a little early to me here on the Tian Lang. I might have liked him more as a 5 pick. But comes out with the but then again, I don't have Tian Lang. What the hell do I know? I probably would just like him as a 1 pick every match if I had him. I don't know. Anyway, so coming out with the Tian Lang and the Shihu. Opponent coming back with the Ragdoll Pater. The Pater really nice in this spot. Ragdoll's kind of iffy because he's going to proc the Tian Lang. You're almost forcing yourself to ban the Tian Lang. Axe coming out really aggressive with the Chiwu. Knowing that the opponent has to ban the Tian Lang, Chiwu is an interesting pick right here. Okay. So I assume that Axe is going to ban the Pater because that's just way too hard of a counter to the Light Monkey. And the opponent's just got to ban Tian Lang because you can't do Ragdoll. You can't let the Tian Lang through with a Ragdoll. But what do I know? We're going to see Nana and Chiwu get banned instead. The Yun Hung outspeeds goes turn 1. Chung getting the defense break on the Yun Hung. The Pater then able to cleanse off the stuns that came through. Pater procs does about half of the Chung's damage. Mo Long doing big damage into the Chung. Shihu doing between 2 and 3k per hit on that Yun Hung. Light Monkey blowing the S3 right here, but locking down the Yun Hung as he goes. And then it looks like we got a nice proc from the Tian Lang. Axe being really patient. Nice play with the patience. Patient not to kill the Yun Hung. Gets the proc. Tian Lang dropping the Ragdoll. Pater's passive brings him out of stun. Goes into the Tian Lang, but does not get the stun back on his own. Mo Long almost dead. Pater getting all of the freaking provokes. And Pater getting another proc, doing some big damage too. But the Mo Long not able to Reckless right now, so he just goes tap, 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 and that's a dead Shihu. Tian Lang now is gonna set up nothing. Actually, doesn't get the defense break, but the Light Monkey locks them all down, and Axe finishes off the fight. Very nice fight, bro. Very nice fight. Highest priority to Devilmon. Oliver, Haygang, Hell Lady, but you didn't say which Hell Lady. Oh, so I guess it's Water Hell Lady. If you're saying Water Hell Lady, then she's not going to be there. So it's Oliver, Haygang, or more. All three of those are RTA monsters. So if you're playing turn 2, then Haygang would be your priority. If you're playing turn 1, then Oliver would be your priority. If you're playing turn 2, Oliver might be your priority anyway, because he is just so broken. So actually, yeah, Oliver. It's just Oliver, man. It's just Oliver. He's got to get nerfed on the next patch, so you may as well get your use out of him while you can. So yeah, I would say it's Oliver. And I don't think they'll nerf him into uselessness. I don't think you're wasting the Devils, but there's no way they can leave him this broke. I would hope there's no way they can leave him this broken. But who knows? Who knows? Alright, no ranking battle. No ranking battle. Muscle memory almost bad there. Let's go ahead and create a Goodwill room. Oh, let's create Goodwill battle. Goodwill contest, create room, XGG. Well, they just buffed him to a 33 speed lead. I think almost everybody agrees he needs to be nerfed down to a 24 common, which actually makes him useful for Siege also, so it's not even a complete nerf. It just makes him more balanced in RTA. The real question is, how do you balance his skill 3? Because the skill 3 needs a nerf also, but the first thing, the easy thing, is he should be brought down to a 24 speed lead, common speed lead, and then the trickier one is how do you nerf the skill 3 to make sure that he's still really good and not broken. Alright, so here's what we're going to do, guys. Let's see, we're going to do a Q. Alright guys, it's going to cost you 1,000, it's going to cost you 100 points to enter, but if you beat me, you get 1,000. And then we're just going to draw people right in order. Okay, Axe, we'll be doing this for a good hour and a half at least, so you should have a little bit of time. So guys, all you got to do is type !RTA, and then if you could do me a favor and just put your in-game name after it. So it would look like this, RTA Xennial Gamer. So that, that in-game name will really help so that I know who we're matching up with. Alright, Justin, you are going to be first. Justin, if you could tell me who your in-game name is. Okay, Meow. Justin's Meow. Perfect. So let's go ahead and remove Justin from the queue. And we're just going to go straight down the list. This will keep an order for me. And then Meow. So Justin, you're up first. If you beat me, you get 1,000 points. If you guys want me to draft easy on you, then I'll do my best to draft easy, but we're not going to make it 1,000 points. We'll do like, we'll do 300 points drafting easy. But you got to tell me before we fight that you want me to draft easy. Alright, Justin opening up first pick Chung. So my counter to the first pick Chung has been Riley Verd. Actually, it's been Verd Haygang. It's been Verd Haygang. Wow, I even do bad with draft versus viewers. It's supposed to be Verd Haygang, but that's okay. Riley Verd, Verd Haygang, they're pretty close to the same. Haygang's a little better in this spot. And that's why I take the Haygang there. That's why I take the Haygang there. This is now where I start to get into a tougher spot. Okay, your damage is going to be low. I feel like I'm going to be seeing a Gianna at this point. Let's go Nana. Do I want Antares and Belio? Let's actually take the Kinky. I don't love the Kinky pick here. I don't love the Kinky pick here. I do think Nana's the right pick. I think I'm going to lose my first one right here. nice pivot. Nice pivot. Okay. So this is where the Riley allows me to recover a little bit. So if I bring the Beelzebub, I can let the Bulwark through. But I could also just bring Diana. I haven't used Diana much this season, but I feel like she's a real good pick here. And actually, I can still let the Bulwark through. Yeah. Because I don't think you have enough damage to kill anything this way. I mean, you're gonna get a good chunk from the Wusa, and you're gonna get 50% from the Bulwark, but you don't have any damage from these two here. So I mean, we all knew that you were gonna ban the Nana. That part was obvious. You had to ban the Nana. I don't care about not having a leader skill. But I've got the Verd option to cut. And I only have to give you one chance with the Bulwark. I can go more, but I only have to give you one. So we're gonna see if I need to heal right away or if a skill 1 heal is enough. Oh, that's bad luck right there. We'll go ahead and just shield right here, actually. Bulwark's already max stack, so nothing changes. XGG, Tariq. XGG. No, I don't play Swift almost anything, Alan, so if I did have a second Verd, it would be in Violent. I have run a second Violent Verd at times in the past, but this season I'm not. Alright, so in this case, I think we can take the heal. And then let's start working on the Chung a little bit. I'll show you guys all the builds after the fight. So any monsters you want to see, I know I saw a question about the Verd, and I saw a question about the Diana. I'm happy to show you both of those builds after the fight. Okay, so here, we actually don't need the Verd anymore because the Chung is dead. Oh, Chung is not dead. Okay, but that's still fine. You can go into the Verd, I don't care. So I can't go into the Hagang here because Hagang would actually boost himself and then push back the Diana. I can go into the Bulwark because it doesn't matter. Okay, so the Hagang was in front. I actually didn't think the Hagang was in front. But from here it doesn't matter. Now, now I don't need to buff anymore because we killed the Chung. We can skill 1 the Diana back. So Justin, you obviously heard my commentary all throughout. You basically your draft. I like the fact that you pivoted, and I like the fact that you were built to pivot, but you didn't bring yourself enough damage. And so the Bulwark is really good if you can kill something, but you didn't put yourself in a position to get a kill. It's the risk. Once you have both Hagang and Chung, you're harder pressed to get enough damage with the Wusa Bulwark pivot there. What up, Beso? How you doing? That's fine. I can give 500. We'll give you 500 for going easy. What up, Adam? How you doing? All right, so we're gonna show all those builds. Let's see, Tardis, you are next. So that's gonna be Starburst. Let's see. So Starburst, you're next up. Doing good, bro. Doing good. So here's the Riley build. Oh, let's try this again. Okay, so here's the Riley build, guys. 40k HP plus 162 max res. Here is the Diana build, 177 crit damage plus 32k HP. And then what was the other one you guys wanted to see? The Verdahile. So here's the Verd, super tanky, kind of slow, but on a max res build. the Antares you'd like to see. So here is the Antares. Despair Nemesis. He is better on Revenge, guys. I just couldn't get the build I wanted on Revenge. So he is on Nemesis. Nemesis is okay. Revenge is definitely better. But I don't use Antares all that much either. Okay, so we're going to see a more first pick right here. More first pick. Alright, so for that, I think we can go Verd, Kinky. Yeah, we'll go Verd, Kinky. Community is XGG, Alan. Okay, that's kind of weird, Starburst. We'll try again. No worries. So I don't know if, okay, so totally different draft here. Opening up with the Zing Zay. By the way, I kind of like that open. So from here, we are going to go Julianne Riley. I'm taking the Riley over the Wusa, even though it means you may get the Wusa, because Zing Zay is so brutal against Wusa. Now, once you bring the Tessa, I obviously need a little bit more immunity. You don't have a lot of strip yet, so I feel okay taking the Wusa instead of the Lulu. And then I'm not going to bring the Nana straight out into this Tessa. That's a little bit YOLO, but I really like Fang against Zing Zay Molly. Fang plays really well against Zing Zay Molly. Obviously, my ideal ban here is going to be, my ideal is to put myself in a position to ban the Tessarian. And that's what I got. That's what I got. I can actually go Bulwark here, but the Fran could just be, see, I could go Bulwark and I could go Elsharian, but you can play the Fran as more of a support. I could also go Carnal, but I really want to ban the Tessa. I feel like I play out better if I ban the Tessa. So Molong is an option for me here. Savannah is an option for me here, but at the end of the day, the Beelzebub makes the most sense simply because the Zing Zay Revenges make my Beelzebub more powerful. And because you don't have any strip other than the Molly, I'm going to be well protected. So you either got to give me Riley with one of these two or Riley with both, or you got to give me Wusa with one of these two. Makes it for a really tough comp for you. So I like your Zing Zay open. I love the Tessa follow against the Julianne. Not sold on the Molly. I don't know if you have Wusa or not, but a lot of people know I'm not a big fan of Molly in general, but Molly and Bruiser comps in particular, she's very much overplayed there. Because me glancing here and there is not really going to change the fight. And then Molly is not going to provide as much sustain as other units do, so her biggest advantage for you in this fight is honestly her turn 1 strip. Like more than her 50% strip. She's going to give you that more than anything else, but now I'm going to have 3 buffs up most of the time. Makes it kind of hard for her to do that much for you also. I really need to. I can just do this. You are targeting right going into the Wu, so you could target going into the Fang because he's going to be a little squishier, but I like the Wusa targeting here. I like that you didn't burn the Tyrannus skill 3 right away either. I thought that was a good play. You might get into the Wusa here a little bit. Now this sets you up really nicely here. Oh, that's such a bad beat, man. That's just, see, that shit shouldn't happen. That just really shouldn't happen. That messes up. You played the start of the match really well. And that's just unfair. Like, I don't like to see that. Alright, now here I have to defense break the Tyrannus because I don't want him doing too much damage. Oh, that proc. And see, the defense break right there is the only reason my Wusa is still alive. Cleansing the Tyrannus made the sleep not as big of a deal also. Alright, so here, Xing Zhe actually, I'm going to stun the Fran because the Xing Zhe has the defense buff anyway. It also forced the Molly to heal the Fran. Buys me a second for the Wusa to get the immunity back up. Now I can go back into the Xing Zhe and we get the Wusa immunity up. I like your targeting. I like your patience a lot. You played the match really well. There's a rune quality gap, but you had the Wusa. Like, you almost had that Wusa down. This is where I feel like, I think the Molly actually gave you a cleanse, but if you didn't have Molly there, if you had something that just did a little more for you, the Wusa dies, and you have a really good chance at this fight. Calvin type exclamation point points. How do I feel about Lucifer, Leo Cleave, and high ranks? You see it on occasion, bro. You see it on occasion. It's not bad. It's not bad. It needs some serious rune quality to support it. It does need some serious rune quality to support it, but it's not bad. Good match, bro. Seriously, really well like, you gameplayed that really well. And I thought most of the draft was solid. I know I'm kind of being, it sounds like I'm being really hard on you because the idea is to get, on the Molly. I'm being hard on the Molly because the idea is to give feedback, but I thought it was a solid draft. I thought it was really, really well played gameplay as well. Okay, Wojo, you are up next. So Wojo gonna be rocking the Gianna. Alright, I'm gonna pretend I don't know you have Gianna, so when I have first pick, I first pick Wusa. Yeah, hopefully you can catch more, Calvin. So the only thing there, Tardis, is you targeted well because Wusa was the best target, but Wusa was also the smallest threat there. I don't actually know that killing Wusa, I don't know that killing Wusa does as much as you needed it to do, because the real question was, how are you going to get through the Riley Fang Julienne? But there's also a rune disparity there too. So, so Kelly, make sure that you type exclamation point RTA so that you're in the queue, because I'm doing everybody in order. All right, so we're gonna see the yoga in here. I think this is a good spot for Ethna. Do I want Heigang here? Kind of want Heigang. I don't know if I have enough damage if I take the Heigang. Did I get outdrafted here? I might have gotten outdrafted here. Alright, so you're clearly banning the Heigang, which means I can ban the Yogun. Well, it doesn't matter if you ban the Heigang or not. You either ban Heigang or Ethna. You have to let one of those two through, so I can ban the Yogun either way. Bans the Heigang. Here's the Fang runes. The important thing, though, is also the artifacts. It's a lot of additional damage. My Fang hits just for ridiculously high amounts of damage. That's the right play. Bobby, I mean, it really depends on... So when you say is additional damage the best, it depends on the monster that you're using. It's the best for most of the monsters that are meta, and most of the monsters are meta because additional damage is best for them. But for a monster like Mo Long, for example, you want additional damage. Like on the attribute artifact, you want additional damage by element as opposed to additional damage by stat. For example, additional damage on water, if you get 20% more on water, he does 20% more on his reckless, something like that. Yeah, Donnie, I'll show you the Ethna build. Taylor, so we're in room XGG. Guys, do me a favor. Also, when you type your exclamation point RTA, put your in-game name after it. So it would look like this, exclamation point RTA, Xennial Gamer. So that way I know who you are in the game as well. Let's see. So Eternal, you're going to be next. Eternal Dark, you're going to be next. And I will show the Ethna build there. Let me just come back and take a quick look. So for the draft here, Wojo, the Savannah pick was way too early, bro. So Savannah has a lot of counters. Savannah also commits you to a certain type of draft, and now you're picking double wind. You're picking the Yogun because you're afraid of the Douglas, but it really forced you. Like, once you picked the Savannah, you were kind of forced to pick the Yogun, and you were kind of forced to be afraid of the Douglas. Okay, so that makes a lot more sense. Fat fingered it. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. All the rest of the draft is set up by the Savannah, so I can't have as much feedback, but the one thing I will say, you had last pick, and once I picked the Ethna and the Hagang, the Gianna was not the play here. I don't know what you have runes, so I can't tell you specifically what is the play, but I can tell you Gianna's not the play. So if you look at my team, I'm actually really low damage. If you just bring out something that gives you some sort of sustain, whether it's a Lulu, whether it's a Bulwark, just something with sustain, because I don't have much in the way of CC. My only strip is Ethna. Well, that's not true, I have the Hagang, but I don't have much in the way of CC. So all you have to do is bring out some sort of sustain and then ban the Julienne, and then you out-damage me. Like, I probably can't out-sustain the damage that you're bringing. But once you bring the Gianna, you allow me to ban the Yogun easily, you give me an easy stun target on the Gianna with the Ethna, or you give me an easy cut with the Hagang. Like, either way, because you can only ban one of those two. So if you know you can only ban one of the two, then you just decide to let them both through and ban the primary damage, which is the Julienne. But you can't do that if you bring the Gianna. Fire Ryu's not going to play great here because of the Wusa. He's not going to play terrible here, but I would have rather have seen some sort of sustain to keep your Ciara alive. That's the way that I would have gone. Furin, his draft works if the Gianna's faster than my Ethna, but he knows my Ethna, and he knows my Ethna is faster than his Gianna. Alright, so we've got Eternal coming up next. I'll show you, I'm going to show you the, oh, wait, Eternal, are you here? Oh, that's because I'm not in participants, okay. So I'm going to show you the Ethna next, and then just keep in mind, Wojo has seen my Ethna many times. He knows exactly how fast she is. This is how fast the Ethna is, so the Ethna is not going to get outsped by a Gianna. That's the thing. Alright, Eternal, I know he's got Volantis, but I'm going to pretend I don't, so we're going to just go first pick Wusa right here. Ooh, Ryu Riley. That's interesting. That's interesting. Ryu Riley. How do I want to counter this? I haven't seen this. Antares is better on Despair. Rage could play, but Despair is much better. I think we definitely want a Diana here. I almost feel like I want Fang, but I think that might be too much of a YOLO. Let's take the Vertihile for now. Coming out with the old school Lauren. Eternal just coming back to the game, though. Comes out with the old school Lauren, so I know Volantis is going to be last pick, but I don't, we're pretending I don't know you have Volantis, but I know Strip's going to be last pick. You're obviously trying to work in this Ganny. I feel like, though, there's no reset, so I could ban, no, I can't really ban the Chung, right? Because then, yeah, so we need to do a Heigang, and then we need damage plus cleanse. Let's do the Abelio, actually. I actually wanted, I wanted Riley here, but you had Riley, and then I needed the Lulu, but I couldn't remember who my other cleanser was for a second because we're on stream. Lulu's the correct pick, not Abelio. The Lulu would have been good for me here. Okay, so I think we just banned the Ganny. We let your Lauren lock down one monster. I still have plenty to deal with the Volantis. Problem is, the one monster the Lauren locks down is the Diana. Do I have enough damage? I don't know that I do. Yeah, I really needed the I really needed the Lulu there. Yeah, Praha would have been a good pick there, bro. Not necessarily the best, but she definitely would have been good. Volantis gets the cut, right? I have to shield. Volantis gets the cut. Actually, that was a bad play. I should have gone S1 into the Lauren. Because Volantis is going to strip the shield. Yeah, I should have gone S1 into the Lauren. Alright. There's actually... Is there any point in me doing this? No. Let's do this instead. Because the Riley's coming up right here, right? So the Riley's going to cleanse whatever debuffs I put out. So I may as well just hit the Volantis while I have immunity up. And try for a Despair Stun that the Riley will cleanse anyway, right? Nice play there, holding the Riley cleanse. That's true, Furin. That's true. So the Volantis is squish, squish. So we, you normally don't target Volantis right off the bat. But yeah, we're going to target this Volantis because he's squish. That's just bad luck right there. Alright, now we can do this, see if we get any stuns. Got one stun. Water Pintor. Is that Water Pioneer, Kyle? Do I want to, yeah. My shields will be... Oh, my shields are still up, but we're going to do this anyway. Okay. And then, since Volantis is actually stunned, let's go into the Lauren. Oh, it's a Revenge Lauren. Very nice. Very nice. Water Art Master. So, hey, gang. Oh, she got the second Revenge. Is that like a triple Revenge Lauren? Yeah, it is, because she just countered again. That's a triple Revenge Lauren, bro. Very nice. That Lauren caught me by surprise. Alright, so I will explain the Water Art Master when his turn comes up. Let's see, can we do this? Do this. I feel like your Volantis is probably up with his skill 3 already. You could have gone skill 2 and just cycled back to skill 3. The room is XGG, Bobby. So RNG definitely worked for me a little bit on this one. Wasn't a bad draft, bro. I like the Lauren pick. I like the triple Revenge Lauren right there. Can we get a stun? Nice. And then, yeah, RNG just favored me on this one. I mean, sometimes that's what it is. RNG and rune quality, obviously, just favored me on this one. It was a tough match. It was a tough match. Alright, so the way Heigang works, when the opponent strips you, Heigang will cleanse you, basically. So if the opponent strips plus adds a debuff, Heigang cleanses that debuff and then gives you 10% attack bar, which allows you to try and cut them when they strip you. When the opponent heals themselves, Heigang gives you 25%. That's healer cleanse themselves. Heigang gives you 25%. It's actually cleanse. When the opponent cleanses themselves. So when the opponent strips you and adds a debuff, he's going to cleanse it and give you attack bar. When the opponent cleanses themselves, he's also going to give your team attack bar. So he helps you turn cycle a little bit. And then at the same time, he prevents you from getting like strip into debuff type thing. Alright, next up is going to be Brandizzle. Brandizzle for the win. Let's go ahead and remove that. And then I'll let you guys know, so Tariq is going to be after Brandizzle, and then Dwayne Edwards. I don't have your account name, but Dwayne, you're going to be after Tariq, just so you guys know to be in the room. Alright, so Brandizzle opens up first pick Riley. Now, there's a few ways I could go here, but I am going to go with the Bulwark. Oh, Batusi. Oh, okay. Oh, what up, Jerv? Batusi, how you doing, bro? Okay, so Brandizzle from the Riley goes to the Abelio Diana. I actually feel like I could Antares right now. I don't get to use him often, but I feel like he would work. And then I am gonna have to make sure I get some damage in here, so we go with the Julianne. Now we're gonna see the Dark Ongi. So unless you've got some bigger threat, at this point the Dark Ongi is the automatic ban, but I won't do that to you, bro. I'm gonna let it through. But on this draft, flexing the Martina, you dig. Oh man. Oh, he does have a bigger threat. He's got the Oliver. Oh, but what he does not have is Strip. I still do not have Martina Eternal. That is correct. No Strip. Okay. Antares actually plays well here. But what if I'm slower than you? What if you don't take the speed lead? If you're smart... I said Antares, I meant Cornell. So the thing here is, if he's slower than me, and then he's smart and doesn't take the speed lead, and he bans the Wusa, I could actually be in a lot of trouble. That's why I took the Lulu here. I got enough damage between these two. So at this point, because I drafted the Lulu, I would normally let the Oliver through. However, because we want to let Brandizzle spotlight his LD5 on stream a bit, we are going to ban the Oliver instead. What up, Fator, by the way? How you doing? What up, admin? How's it going, man? Okay, we'll take that. I think that I'm going to be kind of light on damage, actually. Oh, that's a rip. Do we need to... Okay, Brandizzle's back. Okay, cool. What's up, Sam? How you doing, bro? Okay, never mind. Brandizzle's not back. Alright, so Brandizzle, we can replay that draft same way when you come back. No worries. For right now, Thomas Terrell. How'd you get in front of Tariq? Did I? Okay, I guess I called that wrong. Okay, so it's Thomas Terrell and then it's Tariq, actually. So Thomas Terrell is welcome to hell. Here we go. Ooh, we got Guardian now. We got Guardian. Yeah, Brandizzle, we'll replay that, bro. We'll replay that. Alright, Guardian opening up with the Chung. So this time we're going to do the correct counter, which is the Vertihile Hey Gang. That's what I should have done last time. Bro, congrats on the Vanessa, man. Okay, so this is the team you guys know I have the most trouble with. Andy's got the Oliver. Oh, flexing the Oliver. I feel like Thomas is getting 1,000 points from me. I do. I feel like Thomas is getting 1,000 points right here. Brings out the Asima, and that's one of the counters I have not actually built yet. I haven't actually built an Asima counter yet, which is really a big weakness on my part. I think we're gonna go ahead with the Kinky Nana. But Nana doesn't really do me any good here against the Asima. Juno, Triana. Let's do the Triana. Let's do the Triana. Jose, he's really good in RTA, as you'll see right here. Well, not right here, but let's see here. Problem Mario is my Juno's not in Revenge Rooms. That's why I didn't want her there. Okay, so we got the triple strip, and the Yogun's toxic too. I actually have to ban the Yogun. If I ban the Yogun, can I even leave the Chung? Hey, you win this, bro. You win this. I can't bring Beelzebub because I have to ban the Yogun because the Verd's on triple revenge. If I ban the Yogun, I can't ban the Chung, which means I can't bring the Beelzebub. My Juno's not on revenge, and I haven't built any Asima counters at all yet. So... very nice draft, bro. Very nice draft. I'm pretty sure you win this. I mean, I could get a lucky counter from the Verd. That's about it. I don't even know if I win if I get the Verd counter, though. I need, like, everything to go right. Verd has to counter. I have to get the right revenge procs from the Kinky. Like, I need a lot of stuff to go right here. And instead, you get triple... instead, you get triple Despair Stuns. Okay. Yeah, that's a quick win right there. Thank you, Fator. Oh, man, I'm still reset, huh? Proc? No. Okay, so there we go. Nice draft, sir. Nice draft. Free points. Easy points, man. You could farm me all day long. You could farm me all day long. Could one of the mods give Thomas 1,000 points there? Very nice, bro. Very nice. Okay, Tariq's gonna be up next. Eternal, she countered 3 times in a row. And the build just made sense. Like, it was possible she was Violent Revenge and got lucky, but she didn't proc. I didn't see her proc. She countered 3 times in a row. And it made sense that you would have drafted her that way, or that you would have built her that way. So, yeah, it just made sense, that's all. Alright, so we've got first pick. We're going to go first pick Wusa. Okay, Tariq's going to come out Chung Juno. Chung Juno. Problem here is I feel like if I bring the Heigang, I'm going to wind up short on damage. I know I want the Verd for sure. Maybe the Riley. Let's go Verd Riley for now, and then we'll decide on the Heigang next. Let's see, Damien. Yeah, Damien, you're 6th right now. You're 6th right now. Nice, Perk. That's awesome, man. Oh, people are watching it in 145? That's really awesome, man. Alright, so I see a Helena coming into double immunity plus Verd. This is interesting. Really aggressive team. I feel like I could go Nana Bub, but the Bub's weak to the Chung, the Julienne's not. Nana Julien, does this work for me? I think Nana Julien works for me here. And then we're gonna see the Thrain. Interesting. Okay, so here, try for the lockdown. Do I care about the Suki? The Suki early fight damage is low, so mostly what I want to do is get rid of one of your strippers. The Juno turn cycles, but she's not 100% activation rate. Neither is the Chung, though. The Chung's actually a lower activation rate than the Juno and does not turn cycle. And then all I have to do is survive the Chung once, and I get immunity up from the Wusa. So I think the correct ban there is the Juno. And the correct target here is going to be the Chung. We want to get the Chung out, because I imagine you're going to hold your strip turn 1 and try and make me decide if I want to use the Wusa. So we're going to focus on the Chung real quick. Let's just do an attack break here to start. Nice revenge. Oh, that's unfortunate for me. I didn't expect to outspeed. Nice. Okay, so since the Chung's gonna get the strip, let's just stun him for right now. 3 despair procs! Are you kidding? Oh, that's rough. That's rough. Nice violent proc right there. Alright, do we get any despair stuns on our side? We got 1 despair stun. That's a start. Okay, so Tariq, you just made a big misplay right there. The Julienne dies if you don't AoE. It may not actually matter. It looks like you may get this win either way, but there was no reason to let the Julienne come back either. Man, those despair procs were brutal. Nice play with the slow Chung, too. Okay, we gotta do this. No stun. That should be game. Why would you shield? Now you're just trolling. All right, nice match, Tariq. Let's give Tariq 1,000 points. Nice draft, bro. Nice draft. Yeah, because I'm trying to let people know in advance. Dwayne Edwards, I don't think I saw you respond. So Dwayne Edwards, you're up next, and Taylor's up after Dwayne as well. So Dwayne or Taylor, neither of you left your in-game name, so I don't know who you are. Oh wait, no, Dwayne, I'm sorry, I know who you are. You did respond. It's Jerv. Batusi, here we go. So this is Dwayne. Brandizzle, I just saw your challenge, so Brandizzle, you'll be up next. Bro, perk, nice on the 21 stars, man. Okay, Battles, got it. Okay, so opening up first pick Nana. So against the first pick Nana, I'm still kind of finding exactly where I want to go with this, but generally speaking, I just kind of default to the Riley and the Julienne. Best non-LD counter to my RTA team. So the thing is, Sam, is I play very much counter picks. So the best thing that counters Julienne, which is my core, is Tessarion. Well, yeah, Isis is LD. So Tessarion would be the best thing to counter the Julienne. And then running something like a Nana Tyrannus, because I don't play a lot of reset, would be really effective. Okay, here I really kind of want to do the Juno. And I feel like this might be a bad play, but I want to do the Juno. I also timed out, crap. I was reading chat and I only had a couple of seconds. I would have liked to have seen a Mephisto. I get why you did that though. But I would have liked to have seen a Mephisto. So we'll have to do this. We'll ban the Rocky. Still puts me in a pretty bad spot though. Tessarion's free to play, bro. Tessarion's just this is Tessarion. So you should have Tessarion for sure. Tariq, the other winner was Thomas. Welcome to hell. $1,000 for a win. 1,000 for a win. So the problem for me here is I'm not sure who goes first, but I think I do, which means there is no value in the immunity. Yeah, I do. So we're going to do that. Obviously, we have to get into this Tessa as quickly as possible. Now, in a perfect world, I leave your Tessa on the precipice, but it's not a perfect world. Anyway, you were going to get the heal from the Wusa, so it's the same thing. I thought you might do that. You kind of had to. That was your best play. Honestly, that was your best play. Now, do I YOLO it? Do I win if I YOLO this? Probably not. I gotta be patient here. Bub can revive. I mean, Bub can revive the Julienne if you get the kill. But if I S2 with the Bub, then you get the win. So, patience was prudence. I'm gonna go into the Julienne here. Interesting. Okay, so the Bub cannot be Oblivion. Well, he can in that he can't revive. That's not... Yeah, that's... I mean, you could stop the Bub from reviving, but you don't... You can stop the Bub from reviving other units, but you can't stop the Bub from reviving himself. So the Oblivion there didn't actually help. That was a really unlucky despair stun for you. Oh, but the proc! Oh, didn't get the crit. That's another. I feel like I borrowed Tariq's. Guys, I have borrowed Tariq's Juno. That's what I've done. I've borrowed Tariq's Toxic Juno. Nice proc out. Nice proc out. You still win this if you proc and kill the Bub, I think. Because the Bub's not a guaranteed win. A proc still kills the Bub. Sam, you type exclamation point RTA with your in-game name afterwards. Okay, now that would probably be the end. Good game, sir. Good game. Vito, yes, you're number 6 in the queue right now. Number 6 in the queue right now. So let me see here on that draft, because I feel like I actually was focused more and didn't give as much feedback. Well, no, I did, actually. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen the Mephisto go with the Rocky and ban the Julienne, as opposed to the Tessa plus the Rocky, because I already had one immunity buffer, so I had the ability to take that second one. That was pretty much the big weakness there. The gameplay was good, other than you trying to Oblivion the Bub, because I think he just confuses people. People don't always know him. I know he's got the Nana. I know he's got the Nana axe, but Mephisto still makes sense because, I mean, the Nana... He first picked the Nana, but the Nana's not actually doing all that much for him at that point. Mephisto counters me harder than it counters him. It's like when you draft Tian Lang and Ragdoll together. Like, you can argue they counter each other, but sometimes it's still the right pick. I just know what beats my teams. If he brings Mephisto Rocky right there, I'm in trouble. I pretty much, most likely, if he brings Mephisto Rocky, he actually doesn't have to ban the Julienne. He can ban the Beelzebub, because I'm going to have to ban the Mephisto, since I don't have enough damage to kill the Mephisto quickly. And the Beelzebub is the only squishy unit on the entire field. So if he kills Bub and blocks the Bub from coming back, then I've got nothing to kill his units to burn through Nana's orbs anyway. But that's just me knowing my units, and also knowing that everything that was drafted on both sides were tanky units except for the Bub, so that's going to be the first thing that dies. Taylor, yes, you're next. You gave me your name above. I'm sorry, I'm just scrolling back up to it. Oh, that sucks that you fed him, Sam. Yeah, he's really good. Just keep summoning Ifrits, man. Just keep summoning Ifrits. No, Axe, it's more about just me knowing my comps and knowing what counters me. It's like you could tell me what counters Tian Lang better than I can tell you what counters Tian Lang. If anything, I don't know if anything counters Tian Lang. I don't know. But if anything does, you know and I don't. That's kind of what it is. So I know what counters the Beelzebub draft. Alright, let's see. So, pretty broad question. As someone who is border G2 right now, but only been just inside C3 before, how do you stay calm and collected during rush weeks and not tilt out of G1? Trims, I don't have a great answer to that from a gameplay perspective, from a psychology perspective. I can tell you it's all about pulse control. So if you've ever worked out, just think about when you can get your pulse under control, your stamina doubles even if you're out of shape. And it's all literally just breathing, like... And there's like a way to slow your pulse down. When I used to work out a lot, I learned how to do this on just a treadmill. Like, you get on the treadmill, you get yourself out of breath, and then you figure out how to control your own pulse. I never remember to actually do that in RTA, but I actually did. I did this week, and that was when I made G3. I was actually telling myself to breathe, and I was slowing down my pulse and focusing, and that's when I pushed into G3, so for what that's worth. Alright, let's see. So, Taylor, I apologize. I'm not seeing your name in the scroll up. I know you told me above. Apetus. Okay, here we go. Alright, Axe, you can tell me what counters rag... Actually, I could probably tell you what counters Ragdoll better. That's the one monster I never lose to. You could tell me what counters your Light Monkey better than I can. But, I mean, you get the point. Alright, so Taylor, here we go. We're going to first pick Wusa, because that's our first pick of the season. Big Mac, by the way, you're next, bro. Big Mac, you're next. Super McPain, type !RTA, and then your in-game name after it. So, Apetus, bringing... Oh, Brandizzle? Okay, Brandizzle, you'll be up next, bro. Yeah, you'll be up next. We'll replay that draft. So, let's see. We've got Diana Praha. I like this, by the way. I like this. You don't see a lot of Praha. She is really good. So I'm going to bring the Fang because he's strong against both of these. I can't bring the Riley because Bulwark plays so well into your comp. Not the Riley, the Riley. I can't bring Riley here. I think, I'll bring the Julian just because he is my core. Yeah, I'll bring the Julian because he's my core, but I'm actually not sure I like the Julian here because both of these monsters are really strong against Julian. If you come out with a Juno, which... Okay, so that's exactly why I did not bring the Riley. If you come out with the Juno, I'd be in trouble. Okay, here I actually feel like I could use the Tessa. Damien, you're third. It's Big Mac, Alan, and then you. So Tessa's going to counter Diana and Bulwark. If I do this, I have to bring the Lulu, and then yes, I have enough damage. Yeah, and so here we're obviously bringing the Lulu instead of the Riley so that we don't stack the Bulwark as quickly. Haha! Damien rocking the Beelzebub. In this case, though, excuse me, not Damien, Apetus rocking the Beelzebub. In this case, though, he feels very forced. Even though I don't have reset, he feels very forced. You're going to have trouble killing much. Does this mean I can just ban the Bulwark? Or do I ban the Diana? I feel like I can deal with the Diana. If I ban the Bulwark, I get free reign. So we're going to do this. And then, yeah, we just take the Diana out quick. We make sure we don't let ourselves get so low that the Bub can snipe. We use the Julian to CC where we can. Obviously, you've got the strip into the Carnal S3, but the Lulu should hopefully not get too CC'd by the Carnal. I do get some revenge procs from the Tessa. I do get Nemesis here. Okay, so actually we'll take the stun here. And then I'd like to push your Diana up at the same time. Let's just take the kill. That was a lucky proc for me. So the catch, for those of you who don't have Diana, the catch that a lot of people don't realize is that Diana can't transform with Oblivion because she won't gain attack bar. That comes from her passive. She couldn't transform here anyway without a proc. Carnell did his thing. Let's get into the Diana. Let's see. So I can actually do... Oh, she can transform now. Oh, no, she couldn't because of cooldown. Yeah, she couldn't because of the cooldown. Okay, so we're going to do this. I'm going to do this. And Lulu kills the Diana. Now, correct play here is S1 on the Fang. So the correct play here would have been to S1 the Fang and make the Fang revenge you. That's why I didn't put the counterattack up the first time. Okay, here... You already went for it, so I can actually... Ooh, what a resist! I might... No. The Lulu cut and hurt you. The Lulu cut and hurt you there. Vlad, no, we're done with the replays now. Okay, so I kind of gave my feedback as we went, bro. Beelzebub was very forced there because you didn't have any real... You didn't have defense break. You didn't have anything to really set up the revive kills with the bub. And I had all single target units, so I could just ignore him. The biggest thing, though, is had you gone S1 with the bub into the Fang, you could have set the bub up for a potential snipe because the Fang would have done a lot of damage. And when you got that proc... You could have actually suicided Beelzebub off the Fang entirely. So at that point where we're 4v2, especially when we're 4v2, suicide the Bub and then do what you can with the Carnell. And if you get lucky and you get some CC out with the Carnell when the Bub comes back, then the Bub can actually bring their whole team back, or a big part of your team. So those were my thoughts on the play right there. But very good game, bro. Very good game. Alright, so we got Brandizzle is actually next. Kelly, you are 5th right now. Well, 6th because of Brandizzle. So you're number 6 right now, Kelly. Okay, Brandizzle, I don't remember the exact draft, bro. I remember I was light on damage. Are we drafting new, or are we taking the same draft? Yeah, so the thing is, I can't track who's in the room, Kelly. It has to all be done through the bot or I lose track. I've tried on other streams before. Brandizzle, I don't know what I'm drafting here, so... Same. Okay, so you got to tell me what the same draft was, because I don't actually remember the draft. Can I go back? Does it go back that far? It doesn't go back that far. You got to let me know what I'm drafting, bro. Sam, you're going to type exclamation point RTA along with your in-game name right after it. Okay, so Brandizzle, let's do, I'm going to do the fight with Big Mac first. Oh, no, okay, we got it. So Wusa Lulu on Taurus Julianne. Bulwark. Wusa Lulu on Taurus Julianne Bulwark. Got it. Yeah, sorry, man. I've done like, what are the 15 of these fights, so it's just hard to remember exactly what I had in that match. Where's the Antares? Here he is. Okay, Wusa Lulu, Antares, Julianne Bulwark. Kelly, you're in, bro. You're in. You're number 5 right now. You don't have to re-enter. You're still in. And I'm pretty sure I took the Antares crit rate. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna close from there. Yeah, so the thing with the Julianne Taylor, it took me a good 250 wings, like no exaggeration, to figure out how to use him effectively. He is so difficult to actually find good comps with, but once I did, man, he's legit double S tier. He's double S tier. He's not Tian Lang, he's not Gianna, anything like that. But man, he's really good. Yeah, he's definitely a... Uh-oh. Is that a dead Antares? Antares, are you ever going to take a turn, bro? Are you ever going to take a turn? You're not. You're not going to take a turn, are you? You're like just going to take your natural turn at 140 speed, huh? I can't freaking AoE because of that Ongiyuki. Hey, took a turn. Okay. I actually have to heal. Don't stun, please. Thank you. Okay, you stunned what you were supposed to stun. That was perfect. Oh, he got stunned. Okay. Pretty sure I lose this. I really feel like I lose this. Okay, I need a little bit of heal right here. Nothing to steal, so we just do that. Hey, Antares took a turn again. Didn't know he could. Can I sleep you? Oh. When I fight Antares, he takes like a turn every 3 turns, and my Antares, guys, he's taking 2 turns or 1. I don't know. He's busted, man. Antares, you're getting soloed by Diana, bro. You're getting soloed by Diana. What is wrong with you? You're dead now, right? Antares is dead now. Riley's gonna kill you, Antares. You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed. How can you call yourself a busted mon? That was pathetic, man. That was pathetic. Bulwark's done more damage unstacked than Antares did. Alright, very good game, Brandizzle. I knew you were going to win this one. I didn't have enough damage. But it would have been nice if Antares took a turn. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Alright, good game, sir. Good game. If one of the mods could give Brandizzle 1,000 points, nicely done, sir. And that Dark Ongi is OP, man. That Dark Ongi is just OP. So Entropics pulled my first LD Zeratu, and I kind of think he sucks. How would I draft him if I wanted to use him in RTA? C1's where I'm at. So in Tropics, I don't have him. It's always really hard to give advice on a monster you don't have. But off the top of my head, I would want to support him with a lot of sustain. I feel like he would probably work well with Bulwark if you could put the opponent in a situation where, where the opponent has like Riley Wusa. He would probably work with really good sustain. Single target strip is going to be good with him, so I think Ethna would work really well with him. I also think Lauren would. We saw Lauren drafted earlier. I know Lauren struggles with base stats, but man, you would just basically have a single target snipe with the Lauren right there. Bulwark also, again, has single target strip, so I think a lot of single target strip would make him shine. So Big Mac opening up with the Wusa. The response to this would be Riley Julienne. But yeah, I mean, it's always tough. When it's a monster you don't have, it's tough to give really good advice. I'm only theory crafting at this point, but for me, the theory is just a lot of single target strip. And then just basically work with like a breakdown. I kind of call them like a breakdown team, like you break down the enemy's units one by one. Okay, I like that counter. With the Bulwark and the Tessarian, that's solid right there. So how am I going to deal with this? Bulwark Tessarian. I might have an idea here. We're going to do this. And we're going to do this. I want to see how you react. I think I have an idea. Oh, I should have known you were going to react with a Helena. I should have known that was coming. Yeah, in Tropics, another good one with him would be Elsharion, because Elsharion also gives you single target strip, and he's pretty legit with his new buff. Okay, so you get the sustain. I can't do what I wanted to do. Okay, can I do this? No. Can I do that? No. It's gotta be fire, right? Yeah, let's do Carnell. Let's do this. So, Big Mac, obviously this is the danger of the early Bulwark pick right there, is just simply you're going to struggle to get him stacked. So I won't have the immunity against the Helena, but I do have some CC, and you're just going to struggle to get him stacked, basically. Nice single target stun right there. There's really not much value in me hitting anything yet, but let's put some damage into the Helena, I guess. I'll forgive you just this once, bro. Just this once. Okay, and now I'm most worried about you. I would have really liked the defense break there. Now, is this a Despair Helena, or is it Violent? I would assume Violent. Okay, it's Violent. Cool. How did she get so much freaking damage into the Fang? Now, because Bub's gonna die here, so we're actually gonna hold. It was tempting to just take the kill, but Bub's gonna die here. TARDIS, I don't really farm Swift runes at all. I'm a turn 2 player, so I farm. Right now, I'm farming Lumel for Destroy runes for Siege, but I mostly farm the Alunia. Alright, well this should be a win. It's Diana in fire form. Okay, so let's do this. Thanks, Solo. 1v5 with the proc. Very nice. Nah, Nana's not broken. I feel like I actually might have misplayed. But if you want to call anything broken, that would be Helena. Anything that takes 3 turns is broken, honestly. Aw, no defense break. This would be hilarious if he actually survived. That would have been hilarious. Very nice, bro. Very nice. If somebody can give Big Max 1,000 points, one of the mods could give him 1,000 points. That would be awesome. Alan, you are up next. I don't have your name, and then Damien, you're after Alan. So if Damien and Alan can give me your names. Echoes. Okay, perfect. Axe, you are number 11. Number 10 now. Yeah, bro. Nice draft with the Helena, man. Nice draft with the Helena. I don't know how she did so much damage to Fang. That was the thing that that really surprised me. Alright, so we're going to go Wusa first pick. I actually think you win that even without the procs, to be fair. I wasn't expecting that much damage, so I think you win that even without the procs. Jose, mostly, like, think Nickelback Green Day. Nickelback Green Day type stuff. Okay, so here we're going to want... You know what? Let's do... Antares is a lot of times really good against Verd. I feel like this is going to be an Oracle type thing. But we're going to do Antares Bulwark here. So if I take the Antares, you could Bulwark me. The Bulwark plays well against the Riley, and then Antares should play well against Verd. So we see double Onis here at this point. This just makes it a revive team for me. Also make sure I have some damage. Could have also gone Fang to counter the Kinky. But I like the double revive, so you can only ban one or the other. If you had the Nana, for example, I could have taken the Tyrannus here as well. So the Annabelle tells me you're going to try and set up defense break. I'm okay with dealing with the attack buff Kinky, but not if you've got immunity. I actually think the yeah, I'd rather deal with the attack buff than the slows. So the Annabelle told me you were banning the Wusa, which actually puts me in an okay position because you're going to have to kill the Beelzebub first. We'll see what happens. No guarantees. But you have to kill the Beelzebub first. I get the one-time sustain from the Bulwark. Alright, let's see. I can't really do much here, so we'll just put a little into the Cocky to start. Oh, if Beelzebub outspeeds, you're in trouble. Yeah, at this point we may as well. Nice revenge there. I'm actually okay. I can stack this Riley because of the Bulwark. And then I also don't have to worry about the revenge defense breaks because you already used your S2. I'll show you the stats of my Kinky Tariq. And then Bulwark, obviously also a good counter to Kinky for that reason. So Kenneth, I do community help streams about once a month, and then one of the options in a community help stream would be to do something like this. I also do I do the community RTAs every now and then, maybe once every 2-3 months. Yeah, so Vlad, I'm the opposite, bro. I have 4 Kinkies, but no Martina. And I actually just pulled my first Light Giant yesterday. Dude, what? Stop stunning Riley. I don't actually want to stun the Riley. Alright, you know what? Let's do this and let you kill me. One Martina for 2 Kinky. Done and done, bro. Shade, he never has and he never will. I just don't have enough time. That's really time consuming. Because not only are you doing the videos, which take about 8 hours a piece, but you're actually playing the account, which takes a lot of time. And then also, yeah, just no. That one's never going to happen. I might, someday I might buy an account, like an advanced account, and rebuild it, but I wouldn't start over. Nah, Super McPain, I literally just pulled him, like, a day ago. I don't think he's even leveled up yet. Okay, so that was Alan. Damien, you are next, and then Manuel is after Damien. Manuel Alba is after Damien. Damien, did you give me your name above? I don't know if I missed it. Blue Lightning, yeah. Okay, and then Manuel Alba, you'll be after Damien. I also don't have your in-game name. Alright, let's see here. So, first pick Wusa. Fonzie, perfect. And then Kelly, you're after Manuel, so you're third now, Kelly. Followed by Vito, followed by Morning Coffee. Ooh, okay. Chiwu Yogun. Open on the Wusa. So we know we're going to take that. Oh, man, that's tough. Hagen Kinky? It's a really aggressive open. Hagen Kinky, I think. Kenneth Rickman. Kenneth, you're not on the list. I'll open up for you, Kenneth, if you want to join. There's 11 left on the list. Super McPain, you are, yeah, you're second to last right now, Super McPain. So you're number 10. All right, so we got, I could go Leo here. That opens me up on the Yogun. I think we're gonna do this. Do I have enough damage if I go with a Bellio? Can't take the Douglas. This is tricky. What about Sekhmet? Let's do Sekhmet. I think I might have been outdrafted here. Do I fight Elsharian Odin? Not that often, TARDIS. I haven't tried using it. It's not my style. I saw that team early in the season, and then I started jumping the comp just by drafting the Elsharian, and it falls apart. You also can use like multi-revive against it. Dave, it lets you gamble points. Okay, so do I take the Yogun or do I take the Chiwu? Do I care about Yogun? I don't think I care about Yogun. We take out the Chiwu. HP or accuracy lead? Is she max ac? Yeah, she's max ac. Okay, so we do this. Yep. Alright, Big Mac. Thanks for hanging out on stream, bro. Nice draft, man. Nice win right there. Whipping. I mean, you finally got to really show off the Helena on stream. You really showed off the Helena on this stream, bro. Have a good night, man. Alright. We care most about Han, I think. Yeah. Never mind. We don't care about any of them. We don't care about any of them. Dude, bro, come on. Ooh, Han needed more HP than that. Yeah, Han needed more HP than that. So the Shihu there felt like a panic pick to me. I'm going to go back over the draft. What you really needed was a second speed lead. I know you banned the Ethna because I showed her. Well, I'm assuming you banned the Ethna because I showed her earlier. But right here, so the Chiwu Yogan, very aggressive open, put me on my heels, especially because it's not common, but it does make sense. So that, I really like the Chiwu Yogan open. I think the Han Savannah right here is not bad. I don't know if I might have rather see Savannah as a 5th pick, but I don't think the Savannah is bad here. But then when I came out with the Ethna segment, I've got no speed leads. So if you bring a second speed lead, the Han, you've obviously got the Han, but like right here, if you have a Bearing, for example, if Bearing is your last pick, you win this. If you have Moore, if Moore is your last pick, you probably win this. The Shihu just felt kind of like a panic pick. But yeah, I like the Bearing most, I think, because he was Hall of Heroes. And then you get the 30 lead into the Bearing or the 24 lead into the Yogan. You ban the correct target. You ban the Ethna, which was faster. You would have outsped my segment pretty easily. And then especially if it's the Bearing, you get to silence the segment. If it's a Bearing, I probably ban the Han. And then you get the Savannah through with me silenced. My Wusa can't put up immunity, anything like that. So that, for me, I think Bearing right here really closes this comp off really well. I don't have a clear ban if you bring the Bearing. Just something to think about there. All right, let's see. But good game overall, bro. Thies, Fire Surfer is kind of He's like a 5-star bomber, which is exactly what he is. He's slightly better than Dover, but he's nothing like absolutely amazing because you still have to deal with the RNG of bomber checks. He's usable in RTA, so he's not bad, but he's mostly usable in RTA if you're running a very aggressive CR comp, particularly if you have Gianna. And at that point, honestly, you can use a lot of different bombers in his role. His biggest advantage over the other bombers is the skill 2 reset, which allows him to counter some things like Tyrannus or Beelzebub, but those are really niche that you're not going to run into anyway. In a lot of ways, the Dover turn cycling and the Dover stuns are kind of more useful, but Dover's an LD4. If you compare him to just the Nat 4s, the Cien Revive, like the Blution Revive, also really useful comparatively, but John's got better base stats. So, not bad. He's a very slightly better bomber, basically. Okay, we're gonna go close this. All right, Kelly, you are up. Wait, no, we didn't fight Manuel, did we? Did we fight Manuel? We did not fight Manuel, so that's Fonzie. All right, so it's Fonzie and then it's Kelly. Oh, damn, these. I'm missing 4. I'm missing 4 Nat 5s and 8 LD 4s now, I think. Okay, Fonzie coming out first pick Ciara. You don't actually see this much this season, which is nice. It's a lot more diversified. So against the first pick Ciara, I definitely like Carnell. There's a few ways I could go here. Lately, I've been leaning towards Hagang Carnell, though. Because they do pair well together, and then if you do have a Gianna, I took the Hagang in advance. If you don't have a Gianna, you're still going to have to play some sort of strip with the Ciara. So I feel like this gives me a little bit of a head start. And then the Carnell is as much about taking him away from you as anything else, because Carnell and Ciara are paired together a lot. Rocking the Sylvia. Sylvia double Oracle even. I really like that. If I had Tian Lang, you'd be dead. But I don't have Tian Lang. So that's really interesting. This makes me want to draft a Bellio. But I feel like the key here is going to be monsters that can take turns. Plus, I don't want you to have Verdihile. So we're going to go Kinky Verd if we can find our Verd. Here he is. Because I want monsters that are going to give me a chance to take turns. Since you're going high turn cycling, so I need monsters with low cooldowns that can take lots of turns and basically have a chance to cut in. Antares is going to be another really good option for me here on the last pick, but more than likely, I'm probably going to need some sort of immunity. Oh, that's a good draft. Well, it's an interesting draft. I like what you're doing with that. I could bring the Nana. The Riley, does the Riley make more sense? Actually, Strip makes more sense. What about Praha? So Praha gives me Strip and Sustain, and she can take turns also. Is that what makes the most sense? I don't think the Riley makes as much sense. Triana. You know what? Triana probably works better here. You're going to ban the 5th pick either way, but I still want to make sure I use a 5th pick that makes sense. Now, the Wusa here, the downside of the Wusa is your massive amounts of turn cycling are going to proc you right out of immunity. So we're going to take one big hit from the Coco. We're going to get rid of the CC. I'd rather let you kill something than CC me, and they both directly counter the Kinky. So we're going to do this. We're just going to try and be patient and see if we can get an opening with the Carnell, and then use the Verd to turn cycle back the way that you're turn cycling with me. Vito, I have 11 in queue, and then we'll end stream after that, but you're second right now, Vito. I don't like that I'm taking turn 1 here. I'm just going to push back the Juno a little bit, or not. Yeah, that was unfortunate for me. Alright, let's put some damage into her. It looks like she's built on a really high damage build, so she is going to snipe something. Good thing here is I should be able to cut and pull some of the orbs away. So we're going to do this. Now if she procs, you'll kill the Kinky right off the bat, but if she doesn't proc, I can divide the damage up a little bit. I can. So we're going to get one set of damage over to the Hey Gang. We can't let the Juno heal her, so we're going to take this back from the Juno, and then this will probably actually kill her. Not quite, but this will. So we'll do this, and then we kept the Juno from getting a turn, and then that will unfortunately finish the game. Very interesting match. I like what you were trying to do there. I really do. I think the Momo, I really had to think through the Momo, which is good. It's really good that you made me think, because anytime you can confuse your opponent, and you can confuse your opponent when it makes sense, that's a really good thing. The downside is the Momo doesn't turn cycle. You built a team around taking as many turns as possible, but you didn't actually have a way to boost the Momo up. I feel like you probably built your team around bringing the Verd, and then I stole the Verd from you. So what that means is that you needed to draft the Verd earlier, because once I knew what your team was, I couldn't let you have the Verd, right? The other thing you could do is consider maybe another unit that gives some additional turn cycling, like a Rauk in there. But for the most part, I would really want to see you have a way to get that Momo an extra turn, because you get lots of turns with your Oracles and your Sylvia, but the Momo doesn't actually boost herself up. Now, I keep calling her Momo. She's Coco. I think she's Coco. The Fire Mage, whatever the Fire Mage is. But I like where you started the team. I just didn't think the Fire Mage fit in as well. Even the Wusa was fine. I just thought maybe the Fire Mage didn't fit there as well. Something like a Rauk, something like another Oracle, obviously the Verd, but I took it from you. Lauren also would be viable right there. Anything that allows you to take more turns than me. What up, Ace? How you doing, man? All right, Kelly, you are up. Team SWAT. Team SWAT. Here we go. Ace, man, I did it. I was stupid. I tried to do one wing on stream. I lost it. I lost it badly. I got out drafted and I got out procced, and then I stopped. That was it. One wing. So We're still G3, but I dropped 30 spots. I'm out of the top 200 now. I'm only, I think, 2 wins into G3 right now. Vlad, the Fire Orb Mage. Fire Mage's orbs cannot glance. Alright, so we got Kelly opening up with the Wusa. My standard counter on this is the Riley Julienne. I knew I would lose when I did it, but I felt like I had to do one on stream. At least I can say I was a G3. I streamed one wing as a G3, and then that's like it for the season. Alright, so what I see so far is low damage with the Nana. I'm kind of afraid you're going to take the Mo Long, and Mo Long will play well against your Juno. So right here, we're going to take the Mo Long, but that also means that I need some additional sustain. I feel like the Bulwark's going to give me that extra sustain right now. Boosters or people who I would recommend to rerun your RTA bots. Ooh. Oh, see, Leo right there is not going to play real well for you. Do I care about the Beelzebub-Nana combination here? I don't know that I do. That's Nana, not Kiki, right? Do I care more about the Juno? We just have to make sure you don't have enough damage to snipe. This is your defense break. So we take out the defense break, we let the bub through. And then we just kill the Juno. And make sure we stay healthy, right? Yeah. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Leo right there because it does allow me to pick the Verd. It's 100% force fan. I know it lets your Juno turn cycle a little bit more. But anytime you pick a Leo without a Verd, you can expect to see a Verd coming out against you. So it puts you in a bad spot because I got to control the entire ban right there. Okay, we'll just do this for right now. Oh, you know what? Do this. We only have 3 stacks here. I don't really need to heal. We'll just do this. And then we can do this. And I feel reasonably confident that you won't get the snipe. So... that was skill 2, right? Yeah, that was skill 2, so we can just kill him now. So obviously, big thing with Beelzebub is you can't use that skill 2 early against somebody, when somebody knows him like I do, because you can get away with it if somebody doesn't know him. But when somebody knows him like I do, and you use that skill 2 early on, they're just going to kill him, because now when he comes back, all you've got is a skill 1. And even if you proc, all you've got is a skill 1. Like right here, he can't kill anything, because he only has skill 1. And even if he procced right there, you'd have been in trouble. So you kind of wasted him by using the skill 2 there. Overall, the draft wasn't bad. Just the Leo didn't fit, because the Leo let me control the ban. That was the biggest thing. So the Leo right there didn't really work. And then as far as the gameplay goes, you didn't really get much value out of attacking the Julienne. I would have gone into the Mo Long and tried to prevent him from recklessing, because the Julienne can't be killed. So unless you're trying to set me up for some dots from the Juno or something, but that's a really hard thing to do. Like, it's one thing if you have a Rika to dot me, but remember, I cleanse myself when I die, so you've got to get me to like 25% HP, then get the Juno strip to do the... It's really hard to dot out the Julienne with a Juno when I only have 1 or 2 buffs up. And then, yeah, so the main thing there, obviously, is just don't use the S2 on the Beelzebub. Okay, Vito, you are next up, and then after Vito is going to be Morning Coffee. So, Vito, if you want to let me know your in-game name... Okay, I'll go easy on you, no worries, bro. Ace, if you're asking me, bro, I got this chair like, long time ago. I think I had this chair when you were out here, man. like 6 months ago. But yeah, I know. No, you've been on stream since then. Okay, heel topper. So I'll go as easy on you as I can. I don't have my whole box ruined right now, so my number of picks are kind of limited. But I'll do what I can to try and make it an easier draft. I won't draft the LDs. I'll do what I can to try and make it an easier draft. Let's do this. This gives you lots of time to counter him. So we're going to first pick the Fire Ryu. S1 recoveries work on Oracle attack bar S1. So recovery is only heal. So no, it wouldn't do, no, recovery is only going to work on heal. Nice counter there with the Chung and with the Fran. Good picks right there. Let's see, so I'm going to try and steal some of your buffs with the Elsharion. And you know what, I don't get to use Shihu often, so let's take him as a stripper. So this is the Shihu build I'm running, by the way, guys. And then this is the Elsharion build. They're both deep in my box right now, so not monsters I use on a regular basis. Okay, the Fang. Fang is actually a really solid pick right here. Verd is a little questionable. Verd's a little questionable, but Fang's a really solid pick right here. So, Icarus isn't ruined. Okay, who is ruined? None of them are ruined. If I do, let's go really light on damage. We'll take Lulu Abellio, so we're really light on damage here. No attack buff. Now you need something to deal with the Shihu's invincibility. I mean, you do have your Justice right here. So he's a great counter to both the Shihu and the Ryu, but you probably want a second one if you have like a Lyko or something. That would be a really great pick right here. Or if you have an Isis, you know. Or if you have an Isis, that'll work. Okay. Yeah, sure. We can do Isis. Alright, I'm going to let your Isis through, even though she's level 34. Do you want me to let her through or not? I assume you want me to let her through. She's your LD. Since the Verd was probably the weakest pick in your draft, we'll ban the Verd. And yeah, it's an attack lead. It's an attack lead no matter what I do. Okay, so we're going to take the attack lead. Mine doesn't. Mine doesn't, but also I was figuring he would ban the Shihu if he took the Lyka. Yeah, mine has not one-shot a single Lyka yet. I've used him mostly to counter Lykas, and he hasn't managed to kill one yet. Alright, let's just open up some immunity right here. I don't think the artifacts are good enough on my Shihu. Yeah, I definitely could have, Vlad, but that's the thing. He asked me to go easy on him, so that's why I didn't go into the Fran. What's up, Mars? How you doing, bro? That's just bad luck. Here comes the Isis. Here comes... Oh, that's a rip on the Isis. Dead Douglas? No, you're leaving the Douglas alone. I'd have taken the defense break on the Douglas there while you've got him down. Because I've been working on the Chow, so if the Chow goes down, how do you kill the Douglas? Also, you know Douglas is going to have less HP. The Elsharian is generally going to be built a little tankier in this situation. So it made it a safer kill for you. So Mars, if you happen to have any LDs, I'm doing a different kind of stream on the 24th. We're trying it out for the first time. It's RTA on viewer accounts when the viewers have LDs. So only people with meta LDs. So if you have a meta LD, people with meta LDs can enter the drawing, and I'll do like 10 wings on their accounts. So Ace, unfortunately, is disqualified because... wait, no. Ace has all the LDs. Never mind. Zerath is meta. Zerath is definitely meta. Yeah, Wojo, you probably qualify, bro. You probably qualify. I think there's going to be a lot of Giannas. I know a few people already who have said, yeah, Eternal, you have a meta LD. I shouldn't even say meta, just playable LDs. All right, Morning Coffee, you're up next. Good game there, bro. Good match there. That's tough, man. That's tough just because it was too much of a rune disparity. It really was. Wall Young, Yunhung, and Leona, all meta, all playable, all very playable. Crap, who did I just say? Whose turn was it? Oh, Morning Coffee, yeah, that's right. Okay, after Morning Coffee, it's going to be Furin and Bobby Wood, guys. Furin and Bobby Wood are next. He says, I only have 7 LDs. 8, Ace, our hearts all go out to you, bro. It's, how do you survive with only 7 LDs, man? How do you survive? Alright, so Carnell's gonna bring a Hey Gang from me for sure, and then probably Riley, right? Yeah, Riley Hey Gang. Yeah, I mean, I would have to play turn 1 on your account. It doesn't mean I'm gonna win any matches, though, bro. I'm gonna play on them. It doesn't mean I'm gonna win them. Am I in the queue? I should be. Vlad, you're last. You are in the queue, but you are dead last, yeah. Wedget's not playable or meta. Sorry, bro. He actually, no, he is playable. He's not meta, but he is playable. Veramos does not count. No, Veramos. Fusionable LDs do not count. Oh, crap. Praha, Elsharian. That is not what I would normally have drafted. I just timed out. Ethna should have been Fang, but I was reading chat and I forgot to click OK the first time and I timed out. So this should have been Fang Bulwark. Yeah, Fang Bulwark would have won. Oh, and he takes my Fang from me. Very nice. Okay. Am I going to let your Chung through here? I actually feel like I might be able to... No, I probably want to ban the Chung, so that means I need to be able to deal with the Fang. Oh, actually, you know what? If I do this, I can ban the Chung. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I need to drop from the queue. Alright, Sam. Yeah, Sam, you're number 6 right now. Sorry, bro. It's tough, man. I go through them as quick as I can, but it's tough. It's a lot of people on stream. Thanks for hanging out on stream, bro. Have a good night, man. Mana, 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 mana. Yeah, I agree with you, Vlad. He's neither playable nor meta. Fian, thank you very much, man. Really appreciate it. Shout out to Indonesia. What day was the L&D stream thing? You can check the stream schedule. I don't remember off the top of my head. I want to say the 24th or 20-something, so it's in about a week. It might be next... yeah, it actually might just be next Thursday stream, but I'm not positive. Super McPain, no. You can leave the room. You can leave the room. That's why I've got everything tracked in the bot. I'll just call you when you're coming up. Han definitely is playable. Keep in mind, guys, though, it'll go by drawing. It'll go by drawing. I obviously can't make it through everybody, but I will do my best to do as many as I can. It'll probably be 3 or 4, would be my guess. So if I don't land the glancing on the Carnal there, I would have gone S2, but because I got the glancing on the Carnal, I was able to take the S3. That's an unfortunate proc. That's just an unfortunate proc. So was that, honestly. Oh, I should have hit the Elsharian, right? It didn't matter. Dude, your Fang, man. I like the damage coming out of your Fang. I really do. That's big damage coming out of that Fang. I don't know what his accuracy is. I mean, my Bulwark's max res, so I don't know his accuracy, but that's some big damage coming out of him right there. Which means I may, you know what, do I want to, no, we're going to hold that for a moment. We're going to do that. So you have to put it up now, which will actually, ooh, patience. Nice. Okay. But since you don't put it up yet, I don't either. Puts you in a bad spot because you have to put it up. If you don't get the counters, you're not going to be able to kill the Kinky. And then once you do that, obviously, I get the strip option. Oh, the stun's a tough one too. Really do like I really do like the damage coming out of your Fang though. It felt like a very solid build. He did some big damage on my Bulwark. So looking back at the draft, Carnell Open was good. The Praha Elsharian, not bad at all. I don't know about the Praha in that particular spot because Riley's gonna put buffs up every turn and Praha can't strip as frequently. Juno might have played a little better there, but I see where you're trying to get the extra sustain also. So I'm iffy on the Praha pick, but nothing comes to mind that's necessarily better other than maybe a Wusa, which you may not have. The Ethna on my part, obviously, that was a misclick. That should have been Fang, but just assuming I do ban Ethna, because a normal built Ethna, like a violent Ethna, kind of makes sense in this draft. Just my Swift Ethna doesn't. Your counter here on the Chung doesn't make as much sense when I've got the Heigang on the field already. The Fang pick here is really good. Yeah, Wojo, that's the monster. Annabelle. Annabelle I really like over the Praha. So if you went with the Annabelle in the 3 spot, that would have been that would have worked for me. The Chung pick I just don't like, to be honest. Even though he was ultimately my ban, as you're basically both of your strippers here, neither of them have 100% activation rate. And then I've got the Heigang, so if I ban one, I can counter the other because I'm pretty sure the Heigang's getting through. I have more threats to you. I do like the Fang pick here, but I would have liked to have seen something different in the Chung spot, either something with some aggressive snipe potential, something to deal with the Kinky maybe. You could have tried a Ciara because I don't actually have that much immunity. Oh, well, you can't know the Kinky because I haven't drafted it yet, but yeah, I don't have that much immunity. A Ciara could have worked because you do have a strip, or something like a Molong honestly fits better here. So I probably would have liked to have seen like a Molong in place of that Chung, like a Wusa in place of the Praha, or just something like like an Annabelle in place of the Praha, something a little bit more aggressive in general. Bell, Wusa, Nana, Julian. I never told you to take Julian, bro. Vlad, let's see. People in the queue. So it's going to be Furin, Bobby, Hunter, Axe, Fator, McPain, and then you, Vlad. So Furin's next, which makes you number 6 right now, Vlad. I don't see Furin in here. Oh, that's because I'm stupid. Okay, here we go. Ooh, we got Guardian. Okay, Furin and Guardian, man. Very nice, bro. Very nice. Would Vampire Destroy work? Vampire Revenge Destroy work for Shihu? Vampire wouldn't make a lot of sense for the Shihu. Violent really is going to be so much better. The Revenge Destroy is okay if he's built fast. Ooh, first pick Heigang. Those are tough to deal with. Those are tough to deal with because I don't know exactly where you're going. So here, I want to stay with stuff that's going to have kind of lower cooldowns, stuff that gives me a chance to take turns because I assume that you're running some sort of a turn 1 team. But I also don't want to be completely without damage. So I'm going to take the Verd because he lets me cut. I'm going to take the Nana because she gives me a chance to take a turn. Both of them give me a chance to take a turn, basically. So we are going to see some more strip coming out right now. Alright, so you've got triple strips right here. So I still want to look at like stuff that basically just gives me turns. And then I do want the Riley here because the Riley can't be reset quite as easily. I need one thing that's going to provide me with sustain. I can't bring the Beelzebub until I know I can ban the Chung. I may not bring the Beelzebub, but I can't bring the Beelzebub until I'm sure I can ban the Chung. Yeah, Kenneth. Kenneth, I remember opening it up for. I remember I said I'll open it up for you again, and then I don't think you entered. But Kenneth, I don't know if maybe you didn't have the 100 points, but I'll take you as the last one, Kenneth. Because I know you've been waiting, so I will take you for the last one. Okay, so we have to ban the light monkey here. So I have two choices. The Ethna doesn't actually do enough for me here. All I can do with the Ethna is mess up your turn order. So in this case, if you only had 2 strippers, I would have banned one and brought the Ethna to stun the other. But since you have 3 strippers, all I can really do is mess up your turn order with the Hay Gang, and messing up your turn order doesn't probably do enough for me, so I'm going to bring the Douglas instead. And then we're just going to kind of hope, basically. Unfortunately, the Ryu counters the Douglas. You did ban the Riley. So this is, actually everything you've got counters the Douglas. The Hay Gang counters it. They're all Douglas counters. So, but the Douglas is still the best pick I really think I have right there. Since the Beelzebub's not playable. Ooh, nice stun on the Verd too. That's probably game with the Verd stun. Because I don't really have a chance now to take a turn. Missing the pushbacks on the missing the pushbacks on the Ryu does give me a chance. If I kill here and I get the stack on the Nana, oh, that was lucky for me. That was lucky for me to get the stack. Nice stun with the Ryu. Nice stun with the Ryu. No, you didn't get skipped, X. You're 3rd right now. Okay, we got kind of what we wanted there. Ooh, nice attack break too. Problem is the 2 stacks for you. It's going to be hard. Yeah, because this should clear him, right? But it does not clear him. Wow. Okay. Thanks for the advice. Feng Yang is 20k HP, 2200 defense with 13% additional from defense, 1 from HP, 110 speed, and 8 attack. Yeah, bro, your Fang did some real legit damage. Okay, I lose this one. Nice. Oh, I forgot. I had the attack break. So yeah, of course you weren't gonna stun him, or of course you weren't gonna glance on him. Okay, Verd does get 1 counter here. Does that get the Kinky in front? And even if it does, is it enough? Without the defense break, I have to try for the proc. Oh, that's a rip. That's a lucky proc. Oof. Strip and stun on the Kinky. Nice. It's gonna be close. Oh, see, you got RNG'd again though. That's rough, man. That's rough. Those procs are rough. Those were some rough procs right there. Shade of Ape about 3.5 years ago. Good game, man. Good game, Furin. You had a really solid draft there, man. I feel like you win that one more than you lose it. Obviously, I did as much as I could to. Yeah, like. I feel like I did as much as I could to give myself a chance, but I still like your draft a lot. I think you win that more than you lose that. But. Little RNG goes my way, and that's, yeah. Nice draft, though, man. Beelfire with the super chat, dropping the good game. Beelfire, thank you very much for the super chat, man. Seriously appreciate it, bro. Thank you very much, man. Very nice of you. Very awesome of you. Bobby Wood, you are up next. I don't think I have your name, so Bobby, if you want to give me your name. Made your account when the game started? Yeah, I started a little bit late. And spent to catch up, of course. And then after Balefire is going to be Hunter, who's already in the room. So not after Balefire. After Bobby's going to be Hunter, who's already in the room. Beal, you're in the room. You're not on the list, bro. But I know you've been. I know you've been in the room. I think you just didn't enter in. So, Beal, you'll be after Kenneth as well. "60 days in." That's awesome, man. It's good to see new people coming in. Okay, I don't know if Bobby's still here or not, so we're gonna go to Hunter right now. Bobby, if you're still here, how to rune Oliver. He doesn't need runes, man. Just draft him and automatically win. Oliver, it's all about speed tuning. You need to put strippers in front of him so that he gets a chance to start taking turns. And I would just make him super tanky. Obviously, 85 accuracy is a must. So speed tune him behind your strippers, 85 accuracy, and then just get him a good bruiser build behind that. Oh, okay. Okay, Beal. Mars, should I build my Vigor like I build my Zerath? Speed, crit damage, HP. So Mars, there's a lot of different ways to build Vigor. He's a very flexible monster. He also kind of comes down to speed tuning. So it depends on which monsters you're running him with. So right now, my current build is speed, crit damage, HP. No, it's actually my current build is HP, crit damage, HP. But it really just comes down to who you're running him with. Do you need him to do damage? Do you need him to help turn cycle and provide support? Do you need him to give turn 1 for the crit resist? So there's a lot of ways to rune him. But basically, you want him to have 85 plus crit rate no matter what. You want him to have 30 plus accuracy, 25, 30 plus accuracy no matter what, and lots of HP. And then all the other stats come down to the tuning. In the meantime, I forgot to actually draft, and I don't know what to draft. I'm completely timed out. Yeah, crap. Oh, completely timed out there. Okay. So the risk of Iris in RTA is triple revenge Verd, because everybody has a triple revenge Verd. So that's the risk of bringing Iris out in RTA. In this case, I've got plenty of damage. I'm not worried about your immunity. I don't need the CC. I know I can handle the Leona between whichever of these you let through. I assume you're going to ban the Verd, but I'm not too worried about the Iris either way. So it's either Abellio or Fang. I think it's the Abellio. I can handle the Fang more easily. Speed, crit rate, accuracy. Yeah, there you go. So one of the next videos I have coming out, I haven't edited it, but I've already recorded it. It's literally called Stop Asking What the Slot 2, 4, 6 Should Be and Start Thinking About Target Stats. If you really, like, it doesn't actually matter if you have slot 2 HP, slot 2 speed. Maybe your slot 2 HP has 35 speed sub, or maybe your accuracy has a quad HP roll, or vice versa. So it's really just all about thinking about what the target stats for your monster are, as opposed to thinking about what the slot should be. If somebody does tell you what the slot should be, they're basically giving you kind of like a rough estimate. Like if I say speed, crit rate, accuracy, what I'm telling you is build him fast with high crit rate and high accuracy, but it doesn't necessarily mean use those specific runes in those specific slots either. So to the draft that we're playing right now, Hunter, the Leona, I definitely get the desire to use Leona, but I would just say be a little bit careful with drafting her, because I've got monsters that can kill her. And then the Iris, like I said, the biggest risk with the Iris is that triple revenge Verd. She makes sense as a last pick, but she's risky to use earlier in the match like you did. Alright, here, do I need attack bar? I really don't need the attack bar, so we're just going to keep going into the Verd. Keep going into the Wusa. It's the Verd who's next. That was Julian, but either way, we're still going to keep going into the Wusa. Okay, so we'll go easy on you, Vlad. No worries. Oh, that was a nice AoE stun. That was an unfortunate proc for you, but nice AoE stun. The problem here is the Iris is going to kill. If you go AoE, the Iris kills the bub. Oh, okay, you just single target the bub. I guess you're not worried about the bub coming back. Gotta stun the bird here. It does, Shade. You have to be a patron for 3 months. So you'd have to be a patron for 3 months. I do account service separately. So, like, if you're doing a patron just for account service, it usually makes more sense just to schedule an account service session. I am scheduled about 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks out on account service right now. It depends on if you're the one who got stunned or if you're the one who did the stun, Brandizzle. That's probably the answer to the question. Everyone's excited to see it when it happens for them. Yeah, Shade. So I mean, the thing is, obviously, all support is very much appreciated, and I definitely do account service for the legendary tier. But at the same time, like, I just want to be honest. I just want to be, like, honest about it. So most of the people who are channel members do it to support the channel, don't necessarily do it for the perks. Some do for the perks, and I'm very happy to provide the perks. Try as hard as I can to provide the perks. I think that was the wrong link. Here's the link to this, and then the if you see the website. Oh, I'm on the wrong. Oh, bro, the entire stream I've been on the wrong frame, and I didn't realize. Okay, there's the link. Wow, I didn't realize that the entire stream I was on the wrong frame. So zeniogaming.com would be where you would get information about the account service. Okay, so Axe, you are up next. Are you still in the room, Axe? Yes, you are. So we got G2 versus G3, but Axe has the toxic LDs, guys. Axe has the really toxic LDs. Axe is just going to try and sleep me with his monkey, and I can't steal any of his units. So, I already know we're going Bird. This is my standard counter. It's not just about Axe. Now, what do we do here? What do we do here? Abellio could play. If this segment could play. I need some damage beyond the segment. Juno, maybe Juno? Alright, I can only bring Bub if I ban the Chung. I feel like Light Monkey is what I have to ban, or do I ban the Tian Lang and take my chances? So if I bring the Riley, he gets the Chung strip, but I should outspeed, right? If I bring the Riley, you can't ban the Sekhmet and the Riley. So then I could ban the Tian Lang and just take my chances. Josephine's not ruined, unfortunately. Shade of Ape becoming a fantastic supporter. Bro, thank you very much, man. Seriously, Shade of Ape, really appreciate you becoming a channel member. Very awesome of you. Also, Shade, do me a favor. In the Discord chat, if you go into our Discord server and you go into the chat in general and just do an @moderators, tell them who you are, they're going to give you access to some additional supporter channels. We do some sneak previews in there, some information about videos that are coming up, different stuff like that. And you get access to a whole extra set of channels. So Vert gets the counter. I'm gonna do this. It's the monkey I'm afraid of, right? I don't know what happens. I don't actually know if that so the bird's dead, right? You're just gonna snipe the bird. I don't actually know what happens if I don't have immunity and the monkey goes S3. That's why I did that. I would have rather healed, obviously. But I truly don't know if the monkey needs to damage you in order to put you to sleep. Guess we're about to find out. Oh, nice proc, too. Okay, I guess he does not need to damage you. Well, if glancing affects it, you could have fooled me, because he landed everything. Alright, I don't have enough damage left. Good game, Axe. Very nice draft. The Riley was probably a mistake. I needed Woos there. Nice, Shade. Nice. Mars, so access to the extra channels is for channel members. So like if your name, well I guess, yeah, so if you're a channel member, any level of channel member, it's all channel members have access to the extra, access to the supporter chats in Discord. All right, next up, nice, by the way, mods, if you can give Axe 1,000 points. Chu OP, bro. Yeah. Light Monkey OP, bro. Light Monkey T and Lang OP. I can only ban one of them. I need to ban both. That's the real issue. Okay, Fator, bro. Are you still here, Fator? Fator, you are up, and also Super McPain is up. So we'll go with Super McPain while Fator finds us again. Looks like Bobby Wood left. I almost never draft Douglas. I don't know why people were so up in arms about him. Douglas is like once every once every 50 wings, you can find a spot where Douglas works. Now, part of it, granted, is that the meta shifted so that people could just deal with Douglas, right? So they come out with much higher attack monsters, but that was it. It was just a slight meta shift, and Douglas is like very, very niche. Very, very niche. Alright, Bulwark Molong. So we're going to go Nana. I feel like you're actually going to bring an Icarus. With an open like this, I feel like Icarus is coming. Shade, just DM me on Discord and we'll set up a time. Oh, interesting here. Interesting here. Isis, Triton. This is different. Alright, I know I want the Beelzebub. I actually kind of want Tyrannus. We go all out revive here. Good game, Hunter. Alright, Axeman, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out on stream, bro. Nice comp. You're looking strong, man. You're looking really strong in the season. Volantis more, for sure. It depends on if you want to play Bruiser or turn 1. So McPain, the Triton Isis was interesting, but you gave me no reason not to ban the Isis. So that was really the biggest weakness on your comp right here, is once I go triple revive, like, you've got to give me a reason to let that Isis through. At this point, I think Ganymede, maybe, because the Molong strip is not 100%, but it's still something, right? And you've got the Triton, he's coming through no matter what. So the Ganny is a hard counter to my Beelzebub, Okeanos, or actually the Oki would also be a monster I'd really have to think about. Sekhmet as well, because the Oki, the Sekhmet, and I don't know if you have any of these monsters, but I'm just saying, like, these are the things. If you go with an Oki or a Sekhmet, they can directly counter my Beelzebub. But the, Mephisto would be another one right there. Mephisto actually counters my entire comp if you have him. But the Ryu there was no reason for me, because I've got triple revive, so I can let you kill me and just use all your stacks, and nothing's gonna really happen to me. Well, I've got double revive because you banned the Nana, but I mean, I've still got the double revive. So there was no reason for me not to ban the Isis, which hard countered everything. And once I drafted the Tyrannus, I basically told you. Like, me drafting the Tyrannus was literally me saying, yo, I'm banning Isis. So your entire draft pick at that point was like, how do I make him let the Isis through? It's a good stun on the Beelzebub, but see, here you're in trouble because... yeah, here you're in trouble because the Beelzebub's just going to kill the Molong. There's no way to heal him back now. All I have to do is just go S1s. Eventually Bulwark will get a turn, or excuse me, eventually Beelzebub will get a turn, and then you're in trouble from that point, obviously. Or maybe you won't get a turn. Maybe we'll get infinitely stun locked. I'm not sure. But yeah, so now it's going to be much harder for you to kill the Fang with the Molong gone. Oh, that's just unfortunate. That one was just unfortunate. What up, Payne? How you doing, bro? Good game, bro. Good game. I liked your draft up until the last pick, and I don't know if you have any of the monsters we mentioned. You may not have even had... If you didn't have any of those monsters, you may not have actually had a counter. But those are some thoughts. If you had any of those monsters that we mentioned, Oki, Sekhmet, Mephisto, Ganymede, all of those would have been... really helpful for you over the Ryu. Alright, Vlad, you are up next. I haven't seen Fator or Bobby. You have most, not Ganny. Okay, so if you have most, I like the Okeanos the most there, I think, because he pairs well with the Triton. So if I ban the Isis, I'm giving you the Triton-Oki combination together. But the Mephisto also, because of the Mephisto's attack bar boost. And the thing with the Mephisto is, you don't actually have to ban the Nana at that point, because there's a chance that I might let the Mephisto through, and then Mephisto just wrecks my whole team. So I probably like Mephisto most. I feel like the Mephisto is a force pick there. Yeah, McPain, I get it, bro. I get it. It happens. Okay, so it's going to be Vlad, then it's going to be Kenneth, and then it's going to be Beelfire to wrap up. So Vlad, Kenneth, and Beelfire. Kenneth, who are you in game, bro? Because I know you've been waiting for a while. Good game, bro. Good game. I mean, it was a solid draft, man. You made me think. All right, have a good night, bro. Thanks for hanging out on stream. Oh, I am lucky. Okay, perfect. Alright, so we're going to see the Chiwu Ryu. So this will bring out the Verd Heigang. Do I want the Heigang here? I may not want the Heigang here, because Heigang doesn't directly counter either of those two. So Verd for sure. I wish I didn't have the Wusa, but I think we're going to go with the Kinky right here. Okay, so Vlad does bring out the third stripper along with the Vela. How to counter some Montiana Lucian team. So Fian, if you have Magnum, Magnum's a really good one right there. If you don't have Magnum, you can do something like I did and put your fastest Swift set on Ethna and try to stun the Tiana. Okay, I think the Abellio could play here, and then let's just try Douglas, since we've been talking about him. Same thing. I could have used the Ethna here and used the Ethna to try and stun the Bella. But man, that's just giving you so much CC because you've got 2 pushbacks, 3 pushbacks. Yeah, the Bella may still get a chance even if I stun her. Okay, so we've got the Zerath. I feel like the double strips are fine. What I can't have is a defense break into that Zerath. The Bella is obviously going to cause me some problems. Oh, Vlad, bro. Totally forgot, man. Totally forgot. I'm in stream mode, man. I'm in stream mode. My bad. Totally forgot. You may still win. Maybe the meme wins, man. Maybe not. Yeah, that was I got the counter, so that's unfortunate. No, he didn't list all 4 monsters, Brandizzle, but in that team, there's almost always a Bastet. Do you want to do one more, Vlad? Because you did tell me you were going in meme mode. We can do one more, and I'll go easier. Okay, so let's go one more, Vlad. This time you went meme. I'll do my best to go meme with you. But yeah, Brandizzle, obviously, if there is no Bastet, you would obviously not be playing. You'd obviously not be playing the Magnum with no Bastet because the Bastet's got to be able to cut. The Ethna would still play there as a counter, though. Okay, so let's see here. We're going meme. Let's go meme, bro. Let's go meme. I was wondering what happened there, Vlad. Alright, what would be fun with this? Antares. Let's go straight RNG. And take that. He bans the Miho, guys. He is all crit rate. Oh, man. That's a rip. Bans the Miho. That's a rip when you have to ban Miho in 2022. I'm just saying. Ooh, the resistance is real. The resistance is real. Oh, the proc is real. Oh, I'm in trouble. No, Antares never works, bro. The last time Antares procced on my account, it wasn't my account. Like it was just it wasn't even like a white spot in its mother's eyes. Monkey solo? Yeah, that's a tanky Savannah. Alright, Monkey no go. Monkey no go. Good game, Vlad. Good game. No points for that, though. No points for that, but good game, bro. Alright, so Kenneth is up, and then Bealfire is going to be last up, and we're going to wrap up stream from there. Dude, Ace had no LDs like 6 months ago. Antares has not procced on my account in the last 6 months. There is no way. The last time Antares procced on my account was when Ace had no monsters. Like, period. He didn't even have like a freaking Seek. Vlad, Ace has 14 LDs. 14 LD5s. Okay, so Kenneth opening up with the Ciara. So as I said before, my response to that is Hey Gang and Carnal. Montiana, Savannah, Lucian, yeah. No, I'm not kidding, bro. He has 14. He has 2 dupes. He has a dupe Wunsa, he has a dupe Julianne, he has 14 total LD5s. Now, he might be using a different account than he was the last time you asked that question. That would be the catch. The account might have changed, but yeah, he's got 14 LD5s. I'm losing track of where everything is now because I've drafted all this stuff. Dude, the last time Antares procced on my account, the term thou hadn't been thought of. Alright, so at least there's no Oliver. Toxic as this is, at least there's no Oliver. Ban the Wunsa. Yeah, we're gonna ban the Wunsa. So a Bellio? Yeah, Bellio. Bellio and ban the Wunsa. That was painful, bro. That was painful. Good ban on the Ethna. I feel like you would not have banned Ethna if you hadn't, if we weren't on this stream. Like, if we just matched up in RTA, I feel like you probably would not have banned the Ethna, but, like, having seen her, yeah. Ooh, I don't know. That's, wow, that's, okay, wow. So we get 1 glancing, it's an important one. We get 1 stun, it's an important one, but we overall landed very little. Interesting. Missed the strip, missed 2 glancings. I mean, like, it could have been worse. I could have landed nothing, but certainly could have been better also. Alright, so I don't want you taking a turn, but I guess, oh, well, okay. So you'll resist me twice, but then I'll proc. This is, this match really, okay, and then you just resist everything. Yeah, this match doesn't make a whole lot of sense now, does it? This is like one of those, like, I have no idea who actually won this or not. It looks like he's squishy. She's gonna get a turn, but he's stunned. We gotta go into her. Okay. Dude, was there an Antares SD? Because that's like, that's terrible. To put more RNG into the game, that's terrible. That's like having I don't know where I was gonna go with that. Okay. This is not a Fighter 3 comp. I'm gonna say that. Nice team, bro. Nice team. Gianna Wunsa, or not Gianna, Han Wunsa. Nice team. I think I want to stun you. I honestly have no idea. There was like so much RNG here. I have no idea how this was supposed to happen. Like what was supposed to happen here. See, there's another proc, like 2 resists again, but then a proc again. And then landing the provoke. So it's like this one makes no sense. Okay, I was C2 earlier today, but I downloaded Swap and followed all your RTA advice, and now you're Fighter 3. Is that what you're telling me? My RTA advice brought you down to Fighter 3? That's not what I want to hear. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, part of why you couldn't pass C2 with cleave is it's just the so like let me see here. I need to watch this one again. It's a rune issue, but there were a couple of different rune issues. I don't know if you can fix it because you can only do what you can with the runes you have, and I know you moved runes around. But for what it's worth, so as we're going through, first of all, obviously, the kind of mixed speed leads is tough, but my Hay Gang should not have outsped you at this point, so that's really tough. That's like right there, when my Hay Gang outspeeds while you've got the speed lead, that's tough. For, like, right here, if you see how much damage the Han took and how much damage the Ciara took, my Carnell's not in a damage build. So the issue here is that you're playing a slower team, which is fine. It actually is, because you forced me to draft different types. That's a badass pause on the Abellio, by the way. He just looks really cool right there. I like want to screenshot that, man. That's really cool. Anyway, yeah, the main issue is, like, if you're playing slower, commit to slower. If you're playing faster, then get faster. And I don't mean this to sound like, you know, that sounds kind of harsh, but that's not what I mean. It's like, my Hay Gang's 282, I think. So that means that if he outsped, you have nothing that you drafted that was over about 250 with the Ciara lead. So if you're playing at 250, then you could play at 220, these same units, but make them tankier. So like if you can get them up to 300, put them up to 300. That's kind of what I meant to say. Like if you're playing turn 1, play turn 1. But if you're not able to play turn 1, then build your monsters like they're turn 2 units. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, so everything around plus 240. Yeah, so if you're all around plus 240, like one of the things I did, the first season I finished Guardian, the season before that first season, I was running everything at like 270, 260, and I was getting outsped not just by Swift teams, but I was getting outsped by Violent teams, because 260 is kind of like in the middle, right? So at that level where I was like C2, C3 at the time, 260 was just in the middle. So I'd get outsped by some Violent teams, I'd get outsped by every Swift team, and I had given up a crap ton of stats in order to get to that 260. And so what I ultimately decided was I'm going to embrace being turn 2, and the next season I dropped all my monsters to 220. I built around a 225 core. My fastest monster was like 232, but they were thick. I mean, they were, you know, I went all out efficiency. That's how I became a turn 2 player. It goes back like 6 RTA seasons ago, where there was that first season where I didn't have the rune quality at that time to really be playing at 260, but I was trying to, and I was just getting run over because my stats sucked. Like I was fast-ish, but my stats sucked. So I embraced it. The next season I made everything 220, and the next season was my first Guardian finish. So that's kind of where I was going with that. Like you don't have to play Molong. You could play the same team, and you can play Molong. Obviously, I love playing turn 2, but you could play the same team because Han is freaking toxic, and the Han Savannah kind of comp is freaking toxic. Volantis is toxic. You've got awesome LDs. The nice thing is that Han and Volantis both can play as turn 2 units or turn 1 units. So if you don't have the rune quality there to play them turn 1, I would slow them down to like 220, make them super, super tanky, make sure you get a lot of damage in there, and just let people burn out of their immunity, because like me, they'll be drafting Hay Gangs and Vertihiles and stuff that leave them desperate, and then just get a cleanse in there with it. Like get a Riley in there, because the Riley plays great with Han anyway, and she can cleanse the glancings from the Hay Gang and stuff like that. That's probably where I would go if you want to make your LD shine. You can do the Molong team as well. You can do Molong with Volantis. I don't know if the Molong works as well with Han, but he can. Han's got like a super high base HP. You could also do a crit rate Han that just like Han Molong would snipe out. Like the Han doesn't have to be the one to kill, right? So Han's got I think like 12,000 something base HP if I remember correctly, or 11,000, 11,580, something like that. He's got really high base HP. So if you did your Han on like HP, crit rate HP, and you could get enough speed through his subs to just put him right in front of a Molong on like HP, you get your Han to like 220 on that build, then the Han can go S3 and just do 40%. He doesn't need his extra turn. All he's got to do is set up the Molong kill, you snipe out the enemy threat, and you're kind of rocking. So just kind of my thoughts right there. Nanahan, yeah, and see, I mean, Nanahan, Molong, Riley, that type of comp. Obviously, there's some responding to other people's drafts and stuff, but that kind of a core can work really well. And then it lets you build slower. Where you'll struggle, it's the same place you've seen me struggling on stream for the last 5 seasons, is CC. That team really has no way to defend itself against CC. And if you're picking aggressively, like showing the Han early to kind of influence people into the anti-cleave, some people will challenge you on speed. And the ones who decide to contest you on speed, you will have trouble with. That's where your losses will come from. But you'll do much better against the bruisers, and you'll do much better against the anti-CC teams. So you may wind up moving ahead overall, even if you struggle against a new type of team. That's my thought. Okay, Beelfire last up. TARDIS, I don't think they'll nerf Riley. I don't think Riley needs a nerf. Every season, whatever support unit is at the top of the meta, everybody feels like they need a nerf. Like Wusa. Honestly, Wusa gets picked every fight. But that doesn't mean Wusa's broken. It means Wusa's the best support unit right now. And Wusa should be the best support unit because there's only 2 Nat 5s that are true supports, which are Riley and Wusa. So of course we're picking them every fight because they should be better than Fran. They should be better than Lulu. They should be better than Nat 3s and Nat 4s. But neither of them are broken. A lot of turn 2 teams are, and even a lot of turn 1 teams, are going to want to support in those teams. And you have to draft a support. And you're always going to draft whatever support is best or whatever support's at the top of the meta and contested. So to me, it feels very balanced right now. If anything, I think Aaliyah needs a slight buff. The Water Totem needs a slight buff so that her S3 cleanses the way Riley's does to give us that third Nat 5 support option. But I feel like Wusa and Riley are both very balanced. They just get drafted a lot because we all need a support. Okay, this is interesting. So I feel like here we go into our revive counter because you're going for kind of an aggressive snipe style thing. So we're going to take a revive. But yeah, I mean, if you nerfed Riley, what would happen? Lulu would come back, and then everybody would say Lulu needs to be nerfed. And if you nerf Lulu, then Fran comes back, and everybody will say Fran needs to be nerfed. Because whatever support unit gets played, people feel like they need to be nerfed. Wojo, that's fair. Plus the only difference is Wusa has a 2-turn sleep instead of a 2-turn sleep instead of a 1-turn stun. That slight advantage, and Wusa has slightly better base HP, I think. But yeah, Luis is still really strong. Okay, so with the Chung, we can just ban the Chung, right? And then we just have to deal with the Ethna, which means I need a fire threat. I don't have a good fire threat rune, so let's bring Fang. Let's bring Fang. Fang will deal with the Ethna. Now, do I actually want to ban the Chung? Do I care about the Chung? Because if I do this, do you actually have enough damage to kill me? Even if you ban the Riley? Or what if I do this? Because I've got the double revives. No, but you've got immunity from right here, right? So it's really the Chung that I care about because the Chung's glancing, the Chung resets, Chung's a threat to Bub. So yeah, the Chung's the ban. Iselin, like the 4-star, I think you mean this one, the 4-star Dark Archer. Is that the one you're referring to? The 4-star Dark Archer, I actually tried him in RTA. And I couldn't make him work, but I didn't give him like the longest, trial run either. But his base stats just make him too hard to use. He's like a 98-85 base HP monster, so he's really hard to rune. It's kind of like Cocky in that sense that Cocky fell out of the meta because of the 88-95 base HP. Cocky's just too hard to make him tanky enough. And then they keep nerfing his damage. He still does a crap ton of damage, but you just can't keep him alive long enough for that damage to add up. That's kind of the issue with Iselin. You can't keep him alive long enough for the damage to add up. I think he's a really unique monster. I would actually like to see, do I care? Yeah, I don't care if you defense break the Julian. You shouldn't defense break either Riley or Nana. So we're okay there. But this is right here, this is exactly the issue with Cocky. I have 50% plus breaking the Wusa shield through like nothing, right? So the Kaki's going down on turn 2. If he doesn't get like a huge proc kill type thing here, it's over like too quickly for him. Asillin just needs, because he's an attack type, they need to change Asillin to be an HP type, and then he would actually be really good. That's the main thing with the Asillin, is just make him an HP type. He's still only a 4-star, so he's not going to have crazy HP, but get him to like 10,500 or something even, and just make it so that we can keep him alive, and I think he'd actually be viable. Ooh, nice proc right there. Gotta protect the Kaki. You can't let the Nana get the stack, yeah. That right there is kind of it's the issue with Kaki though. He did a lot of damage, but I got the Nana stack right back. You do have the AoE from the Ethna here, but I still have the extra stack, and then we're able to do this, and now we're pretty much just back to recovered. Kaki wrecks in a lot of places, bro. Kaki's still a really good unit. Oh, you mean Asillin. Asillin wrecks in a lot of places, but the question was using him in RTA. So Kaki's just hard to use in RTA now. He's still great for Special League. Asillin, hard to use in RTA now. Still great for Special League. The one that makes me mad is they did an emergency nerf on Kaki, who wasn't all that broken, but they haven't touched Oliver yet. It's not that I mean, Oliver, I don't know, because I haven't seen him that much. Not that many people have him, so I don't necessarily feel like he needs an emergency nerf, but it's the point that they did an emergency nerf on Kaki and they leave Oliver alone. Like, where's the logic there? Oliver's 5 times more broken than Kaki was. Alright, so let's see. Base speed is the only downside. Yeah, base speed, I mean, base speed's a big difference, though, because it lets you put an HP slot 2 on the Wusa, so it changes the build. Where is Shocky XG? Kyle, I'm not sure what you meant by Shocky. Let me know what you meant by Shocky. A bunch of dummies think every new damage dealer... Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Eternal. Alright, so Beelfire, a little bit of feedback here. Alright, Wusa open, fine. Ethna response to the Riley. Julian is really good here. The Kaki though, I mean, I just poo-pooed all over your Kaki, right? So I pretty much already said why I'm not a fan of Kaki here. Tessa, I would have liked much more. I think Tessa right here fits really well in this trio to counter me. The rune quality felt pretty good. Like, I didn't feel like I just destroyed you on runes right there. You put out a lot of big damage. You almost had me down. I think it was just the downside here was the Kaki. So the Tessa could do a lot of damage. And you could have just focused more on one turn, but also the Tessa's much more of a direct counter to all 3. I mean, I hadn't drafted the Nana yet, but the Tessa's a huge counter to 4 of these units, actually. So Tessa right here. And oh, Shaki. Okay, Shakila. Yeah, Kyle. Let me show you how it's spelled. So it's spelled like this. That's why I just didn't catch it, which I don't think I'd ever shown how it's spelled. But yeah, so Beal, I like the Lulu pick on the end. I thought that was really good. Lulu doesn't get used enough. Still is a good monster. I like the Chung pick. It's a great counter to my Beelzebub. So overall, I thought these 4 picks were all really good. I thought the gameplay, the targeting was fine. Except for one time where I think you went into my Julien and just allowed him to unstun and cleanse himself. It was a wasted skill 3 on the Ethna. But all the rest of the gameplay was good. The rune quality was good. It was just the Kaki. If the Kaki had been Tessa, slightly different fight. That's my thoughts, though. Kenneth, you're very welcome, bro. Look forward to seeing you. I hope not to see you in Guardian, because that means that I probably just plummeted, right? Because we all know I'm not going to finish G3. I know I'm not going to finish G3, but I want to stay there as long as I can. I really do want to finish G2. Okay, I shouldn't say Tessa counters Riley. Tessa, built properly, is high accuracy. Most of the fire monsters in your box are not built high accuracy. Tessa kills Riley. Because Riley is hard to kill because Riley is always built on max res. And so you need something that has burst damage usually because you're going to struggle to defense break her. Tessa kills Riley. That's what I meant to say because you get the defense break from the Tessa. So Tessa just crushes Julianne, and then Tessa gives you a unit that can fight the Riley or counter the Riley or however you want to say it. By the way, guys, what up, bro? I don't think I said what's up because I was in a match, but how you doing, man? Alright guys, so that's going to be it for the Goodwill. We went about 30 minutes past where I wanted to, but it was a fun stream. We had a lot. I wanted to make sure we gave everybody a chance. Nice that I did not repeat battle one time. Go me. That's actually a usable rune. I'm sure that is not. Yeah, that's garbage. Okay. So let's go ahead and redo that. Okay, we're going to finish up with some real quick Guild War and then wrap up stream because I'm a little bit over right here. Just because Dyes has a Narsha, we're gonna kill this Narsha, and then just because I have a Fang, we're gonna kill this Fang. I guess I don't know. Eternal, I'd have to farm for you first. So Beal, it's not that Cocky is a bad pick. Cocky makes a lot of sense if the opponent's running squishy monsters and it's a fast fight. Cocky is difficult against somebody like me, or anybody who's running like a Mo Long or that type of stuff. Cocky is difficult against monsters designed for a long fight, especially if there's Revive out there. Because it's just, he doesn't live long enough. He needs that huge burst damage. I don't think you like de-rune Cocky or anything like that. This, by the way, guys, is a really tough defense now. This is actually really tough. Like, you basically, the Bastet's usually Vio, so you can outspeed it. But that's it. You get one shot, and then it's just, because the Odin can attack anything now, it's kind of busted. You can't control where the Odin goes. But yeah, Eternal, for me to make your account G3, I'd need you to farm a lot. Ooh, missing the Odin, missing the Commune right there. Might have been a problem. Let's see. No, I think we're okay. Yeah, we're good. Laurel C1 is actually really solid, though. Okay, Ciara, you're Violet. I get it. That's a lot of turns there, Ciara. Just saying. Just saying. You didn't need to take that many turns. Actually, let's just do this. Dude, what did that Ciara go? Like 7 times or something? Something crazy? Six times? I mean, I'm including like the built-in procs, but still. I mean, come on. Busted Ciara. But yeah, so I'm not telling you to take the Cocky out. I'm just did I just say that on stream? I just got demonetized. No, I said I'm not telling you to take it out, so I guess I'm okay. I'm not demonetized. Never mind. But yeah, just basically just just be careful how you use your Cocky. Just oh man. Oh man. Okay. You get it. There's nowhere I can go with this. Nowhere I can go with this. Laurel, C1. C1 is legit, Laurel. The thing is, C1 is still the top 10% of all players. So I think a lot of people look down on C1 because that's just the way the game's set up. But C1 is really, really legit. Oh, that was bad. Yes, please don't take your Cocky out. I won't either. Ooh, bro, that's a lot of procs. Actually, it's 2 procs, but 2 procs is a lot when I'm running an all-Swift team. I can't catch back up. Alright, let's finish you off. Oh, I'm not all Swift. Galleon's Violent. That's right. The other 2 are Swift. Alright, I'm pretty confident that I can kill this Wusa. You never know. People say Wusa's busted, but I don't think Wusa's that busted. Especially when I get all the procs this time. Okay, keep going, Julian. One more? No? No? You done? Okay. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today's stream. Hope you guys had fun, something a little bit different. We haven't done this in a while. Manuel becoming a channel member. Bro, Manuel, thank you very much for becoming a channel member, man. Seriously appreciate it. Great way to finish up stream right there. So hopefully that means you did enjoy the content, something a little bit different that we haven't done in a while. Manuel, do me a favor. Hopefully you heard this earlier, but if you jump into our Discord server, in the chat in general, just do an @moderators. Let them know who you are so that they can give you access to the supporter chats. Guys, on that note, we're gonna wrap up today's stream, but I'll catch you guys all on Sunday for community help. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you guys on Sunday. Manuel, thank